Hello, everybody. Yes, it is Lazy Boys. End of the year special. Getting ready to start here. Yeah, top figures, top accessories, top everything. It just whatever's been good for 2024 for you is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Sent the link out. We keep sending the link out to people if they want to join us tonight and talk about their favorite stuff of this year, collecting wise, what was fun to photograph, all those types of things. So, yeah, we're getting this started here in a moment. I do believe already got some guests in the green room getting ready to jump into it. So, let's get the conversation started. Tonight, first joining us is going to be the man, none other than the master himself, Jedi Jack. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I look. This is a good night. Can't complain. Like this is not the night to complain at all. Not one bit. My brother Blitz joining us.
Yo,
What's
yo,
up, man?
There he is.
good evening.
What's
Hey,
up?
you ain't at work. How about that?
No, I know,
It's
right? Like it's Christmas time, so he's on the grind. But yeah, man. How you been? How does your figure list look this year? Does it look crazy as last year? Is it easier than last year? What's your thoughts about that, Jedi?
To me, it was a little bit easier. I had a couple real last minute changes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll talk about it like when I do the list, but
Okay.
um, yeah, I think it was pretty. I mean, it was a good year for figures.
Yes.
yes, it was.
Yes, man.
Um,
Yeah.
and but at the same time, there was also some standouts.
Yes. I
You
agree.
know, and I think. I want to say like last year, I think we all kind of were like, yeah, it was kind of like a mediocre year. There was some good stuff, but it wasn't like a year long of everything, you know.
No.
Yeah,
We're like all this past year, I think we got stuff like every couple months there was, something that was really good would come out.
I know, like back to back, it seemed like, and you're right. Last year it was. I feel like there was hits, but this year, like everybody that we would collect from, you name them, were coming with like whether it's third party, mainstream, whatever. Everybody was dropping product after product, yourself included, brother. So it's like it was a good year. Like I think everybody, the community really thrived this year as far as just the excitement and fun I believe everybody had.
so I
Yeah.
have a question. I have a question for y'all guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys know I've been having a rough fucking month with work. But anyway,
Yes.
so I felt like last a week and a half ago when I went through my list, I felt like I rushed through my list. So
Okay.
I had a little bit of time today, after all types of errands and everything, to go through my list again, and I made a few last minute changes. Do you feel like your list is spread out, or do you feel like your list was specific to a majority of like being only specific lines?
Jedi, you first.
I I
What
think
up,
mine's
KJ Smith? Thanks for joining us, brother.
I think mine's pretty spread out, you know. Honestly, I mean, I probably got some doubles as far as like lines or manufacturers,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but looking, let's see, one, two, three, four, five,
You
six,
look at
six
mine.
different lines.
Mm-hmm.
Across the top 10. I think that's pretty good, and I could have easily made a top 20.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
definitely. I felt like mine, I don't know. I went through it. So like I was telling my wife, I was like, I got to do my list, and I did it before, and I'm doing it over because I feel like I was just specific to like three lines.
Mm.
And it
Interesting.
was like, I told her, I was like, going from like maybe end of June, beginning of July, I really started to grind on uh WWE figures
Mm-hmm.
and like Mezco's, not specific to character wise, but just the brand Mezco and
Mm-hmm.
SH Figure Arts. Granted, a lot of SH didn't make my list at all. Unworthy's gonna be proud of me. I already told him I have a McFarlane on my list.
Nice.
Don't get excited. It's not what you think.
No, I know. I know.
But I felt like mine was just real specific to certain lines. When I readjusted my list a little while ago, I added other ones that I felt like were things that I was really excited when I got them in hand and when I took photos of. So I redid the list and certain things to add those because I missed them. With, like Jedi said, so many things came out this year. It's really hard to freaking keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say that mine was definitely all over the place. Now there were particular lines that got like hit. They got hit a couple times, based on your categories. But I definitely had a little bit of something from everybody. From this, yeah, I really hit them all. Like because it was really figures. There were some specific figures that really just hit it to me. So
Yeah.
and like I feel like at least every manufacturer made one top figure for me. At least I feel like. I do not, however, have McFarlane on mine. He didn't make this year. So don't jinx our transmission with technical difficulties, Toddy. You didn't make it. It was I kind of felt like Blitz did. I kind of felt maybe it would be front loaded, but similar to what Jedi Jack was saying earlier, there was some this last month. There was some ones just slid in that was like, oh shit, they're throwing this off a little bit. It's not going to be too front loaded, but yeah, it was a really good year. I'm just saying, it was really really good. And maybe for all of us guys who what we're looking forward to, maybe that was a good thing because as far as we're concerned, March is going to be the main focal point next year. So that
it's
frees
gonna
us
be
up a lot.
it's gonna be a crazy year next year because overall, at least for me, like I said, I'm been heavy into the WWE figures, and they have some amazing stuff coming out next year.
Oh wow!
So I'm pretty sure that when my list gets to next December, it's going to be like pretty much almost one way if you think about it.
Oh
Besides,
wow!
besides obviously the dragon,
Right.
and maybe even whatever waves we missed from Four Horsemen, the Necromonomus,
That's true.
All Stars is coming out. I mean, maybe one of those or two of those make the list, but when I sit down now and think about it, like a majority of my pre-orders for next year are all fucking Mattel WWE figures.
Wow. Hmm. How about you, Jack? Are you anticipating like early? It's early, but are you
Yeah.
anticipating where you're going to be leaning next year?
Honestly, I have no idea
Mm.
because, I mean, I definitely already have, pre-orders. Of course, March will be a big month. To me, that price drop in March is going to determine what I buy the rest of the year.
Yes, I agree.
So that's a big thing, to it's going to kind of set everything up,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to make me be really picky about what I buy the rest of the year.
I like that though. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's I figure that's a good thing. You don't go in and go, yeah, I'll grab a couple of those and a couple of that, and maybe never open them. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's going to be I'm going to buy what I know I'm going to want and what I'm going to use.
Yes. Yeah.
So
What do you guys think about their announcement of it being like a HasLab format with tiers?
I mean, I think that is the way. I mean, honestly, that allows people to maximize it because if it reaches what I think it will reach, because I don't see many people not making that thing be successful. You
Right.
might get a lot of
Oh
goodies.
yeah, it's gonna make it.
You might get a lot of goodies. That would be
I think
good.
we're gonna get those burnt figures we saw, man.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that wasn't. They were like, oh, those were damaged figures. We just painted black. No, those are burnt figures. You guys
Right.
put out.
So you look at it from you got to think about it. They know that the HasLab things work, and they also know when the HasLab things fail, and they work when the Hasbro team puts in the goodies and it goes through the roof. So they're going to borrow from that and be smart enough to put in those goodies, those, like you said, those extra figures, extra swappable this or that, like to make maximize it. So because that's going to set that dragon's going to set the pacing going forward for any other type of crowdfund HasLab type thing. That it's
Yeah.
going to be the ground. It's going to be epicenter once that's out.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come good to surpass that. I imagine.
Yeah.
Really
I think you know, like you guys said, it'll fund no problem. You
mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
I think we'll get plenty of goodies with it. I just hope it doesn't turn into a, well, that works so well, let's do that with everything kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree.
that's what I want to, you know, I don't want to see that because I don't want to be like that all the time, you know, because then you can turn it into, well, if we got X amount of people to pay this much, if we bump up the price, we can still make, you know, on the next one, you know, that's, I don't know.
Good point. Good point.
You know, it looks awesome, no doubt about it. I mean, especially those of us that got to see it in person. You know, I mean, it's cool. there's,
Right.
I mean, there's, and to have that thing in the hand is going to be, you know, pretty slick. I like the crowdfunding for it. I just hope it has a better turnaround than the pre-order waves.
Yeah. But I feel like they're already ahead of that game. I really do feel like they bumped it out. I think they bumped it out March, just like they said, financially, just to give people buffer. But I think that means it'll probably be here May, June. It may be here quick. It may actually be.
I don't know.
They may be in the working because it's one of those things where something of that size, they have to have the factory up and running and ready to go to get that going because that's a big project. So they're not gonna push it out too far.
Maybe in anticipation of it and feeling like everybody's wanting it, maybe they do have maybe 5,000 in production already.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that will be available June, July.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if you do this and it reaches 15, 18,000 people? Now, if you only have 5,000 in production, cool, 5,000 people are going to get it. But then you leave 13,000 people with like, fuck, now I got to wait till whenever you guys make me one.
Right.
And then also, Jedi got me thinking now because I don't want another crowdfund if it goes good for them that they do it with everything. But remember what they said in Legions Con. This is the first pillar of 5. So that means, are you going to do 5 HasLab style, figures to do? And, you know, people get ahead of themselves. I don't want them to get ahead of themselves when they can't produce waves in a decent time.
Right.
I'm thinking that's an unfortunate. That's going to be casualty of it. Unfortunately, I bet it will be because they're going to maximize it. If it works, they're going to do it again and again. I can see it.
Well, I would hope then that they have at least 10,000 pieces already in production, and prepared.
Right.
That way, you know, like if it reaches 18,000 people for whatever reason, and 18,000 people want this item. It's they just have to be able to produce, because what's the biggest problem here is if you're not a Four Horsemen fan, but you like the way the dragon looks, you're gonna purchase the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like the dragon is not only for Mythic Legions, it's for whatever the person wants it to be.
It is.
It could be for a movie prop or anything you want it to. It could be a fucking centerpiece on your dining table.
That's right.
So they got to be prepared to be like, yeah, if we get 18,000 backers, maybe 15,000 of those people are people that buy our figures religiously. And the other 3,000 are people that just want it because it's the only 1/12 scale dragon, full bodied, like that's going to be available. Pretty much maybe ever, to be honest.
No, I mean, you're bringing up some valid points, and it's interesting. And Vico saying some plastic peeps. Thanks for joining us, brothers.
Yo.
You're bringing up some valid points, and here's the thing. what I can't remember the numbers, but say the Sentinel or Galactus or something like that are like hugely widely known throughout the community.
Mm-hmm.
They get close to, was it like 27,000, 30,000? What
Yeah,
were the numbers? I
it
can't
was the
remember.
Sentinel. It was the Sentinel.
How much was the numbers on it?
It was like 26,900 and
26,000. Right,
something.
right. So let me ask you, out outside of us, Four Horsemen affiliates or whatever you want to call us, aficionados or whatever. Um, do you think that there is 20,000 people that would, is it known enough like a Galactus or a Sentinel? Like, I'm just saying in general. Would you think that, or is it more, is 13,000 to 15,000 maybe the maximum amount of people that, like, is it that, who knows
All
about
right.
it? Do many people know about it?
Okay. To answer your question, I have to ask a question. So, people who are heavy into Marvel Legends, for example, is there room to put this dragon into that line?
I mean, I would think so, but I'm just wondering, is Four Horsemen known widely enough to get, like, because the reason why
Oh
I'm saying
yeah.
that is because if if they think that it's as popular as a X-Men Sentinel, which everybody knows that, I mean, damn it, everybody knows X-Men Sentinel. If they think it is, then I would have to think that they have went into production with
All right.
10,000 or so. Like,
This is a better way to answer your question.
okay,
Four Horsemen has they have 48,000 followers on
okay,
Instagram.
all
That
right,
doesn't include their Facebook group because I heard they're pretty high numbers on Facebook as well.
okay,
If every one of those people are real legit Four Horsemen fans, then we can expect probably 15 to 20,000 people backing that, maybe even more.
okay.
Easily.
And
Yeah.
again, it's people who are creative and who have an imagination. They could use the dragon for Diamond Select's Lord of the Rings. They could use
Right.
the dragon for Dungeons and Dragons. I could use the dragon for SH Harry Potter.
Yeah, you can use it for
Like,
so many different things.
yeah, so it's like those people who have great creativity or just growing up saying, damn, I wish I had a dragon figure, but they're not into mythic legions or cosmic legions. Just knowing
Right.
that that's available,
That's right.
it's gonna hit high numbers. I think it's gonna really hit big.
Mm. Right. Oh, and Plastic has a question about that. I mean, kind of exactly what we're talking about. He's what dragon are we speaking of?
I don't even know these types of dragons now. But
See, because that's what
it's
I'm saying. Does everybody, like, you're right? They have 40, almost 50,000 people, but Hasbro doesn't
I'll show it
Hasbro
on the
have
thing so
like
you can see plastic.
that? Hold on. Doesn't
I don't know if you'll
Hasbro
be able
have
to see it.
Hasbro has like 361,000? I mean, and obviously not 361,000 people bought Marvel or Sentinel.
No, definitely. But what I'm
So
saying is, like, for example, like with Legions Con, there was a massive amount of people at Legions Con. And not everyone was there for the vendors, I guess you could say.
and not
Like the
everybody who loves Four Horsemen. I wasn't there because
yeah, no, that's what I'm
so
saying.
there were tons
So
of
like,
people who didn't make it that you have to include in the people that would want to purchase. So
Right.
there are
yeah, that's what I'm
thousands
saying.
upon
Like
thousands of
it,
people.
I
it
wasn't a
was a
big Four
massive
Horseman
amount of
person
people.
before I went to Legion's Con.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
what's up, fellas? Merry
What's
Christmas.
up,
going
brother?
on?
Sorry I'm late.
Oh no,
Good
man!
to see you
Look,
guys.
no apology. This is not Darth Vader. Apology accepted, Captain Nita. no, yeah, but I mean, I think if they're smart, like Blitz is saying, they would buffer out 10 to 15,000 into getting into
Yeah.
production if they're smart, because it could be low or it could be more than a Sentinel. You never know.
And then you know what I think is gonna happen. So they keep emphasizing that this is only gonna be a shop, Four Horsemen shop exclusive,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is perfect because it's gonna be hard for retailers to sell it at their price, even
Yeah.
though they mentioned that
Yeah.
if retailers buy, they'll have an opportunity to sell it. So that's
Right.
another reason why I know that it's probably already in production. Because if they're mentioning that retailers are at their discretion can be able to sell it in their shops, then that's already saying that I know I'm gonna have to sell for you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they have 10 to 15,000 in production, it's just gonna be so hard for them to. I feel like it's just gonna. I don't think they're really understanding the fact that you made a 1/12 scale dragon
Yeah.
of that magnitude and that size that
You're right.
articulates the way it does.
You're right.
I don't think they understand that they're not only appealing to their fans, they're pleasing a whole bunch of other people. And like Legion's Con had a lot of people there, a lot
And I
a
mean,
lot of people.
and Blitz is absolutely right on that note, because in comparison, going back just a little bit earlier, yes, the Sentinel or Galactus are cool, right? Everybody knows them because Marvel's been around for decades. But the fact of the matter is that a drag, like, not every, like, just random person that collects collectibles is gonna, I want a Sentinel. You know what they're gonna, but
Yeah.
a dragon, just a regular dragon, like, you know, because he's not like this dragon's. He may have a name, but he's not specifically to this dragon from some character or show or movie or book or whatever.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just a generic dragon that they put the name onto it. That means that just the average collector, the person who collects statues, a person who collects paintings, collects whatever, like Blitz said, they might just want that just put on their mantle or put it in their thing or whatever. So they have to be prepared to anticipate those types of sales that don't include the fans. So you're right. You're absolutely right. I hope they're thinking about that.
I think
Plastic
I think
is-
it's going to be a lot more than they expect.
Yes.
Well, just because going back to because I was listening on my way. Just going back to what you were saying earlier, like it can go with so much stuff. So I think just based on that, it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
And once word gets around that, hey, there's this 1/12 dragon out that looks amazing, like people are going to flock to it.
Yeah. Deadman Juan and Rabbitstein, thanks for joining us. Plastic
What's up,
Peep
guys?
says, have they named the price yet?
No, it'll be in March.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll
happy birthday
know.
to me.
I
Nice.
think
You'll know, Plastic Peep, when it drops. Trust me, your feed is going to be filled with the info once it's getting ready to go up.
I just hope, like I said, they got a pretty decent following, but I feel like their fans are more connected to the line than what Hasbro fans are connected to Hasbro lines.
Yeah.
So the biggest problem I see is just let's say it's 25,000 people back it, and they did like a 15,000 backers is all the tiers, for example, and it gets to 25,000, 30,000 people. Let's say they shatter the number that was for the HasLab Sentinel. I don't want Four Horsemen to be like, one, we did 30,000 backers and we put a 15,000 backing thing just to back everything with all the tiers, and then the next what is it, pillar dragon that comes out, or whatever animal it is that they're going to do of the 5 pillars, they go, now we're going to do 25,000 backers to get all the tiers, and then it doesn't reach that goal, and then it'll have like this amazing figure that was part of the tier that now we can't get because they're getting ahead of themselves. Like, we know you're going to back it, and then it doesn't get backed properly.
Yeah,
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Rabbit says he thinks it's typical they would do low numbers, create the FOMO, then repaint. Well, but the thing is you're right. I mean, I agree and disagree with some. It's because I think they're gonna do pretty staggering numbers out the gate, because the repaint is not gonna necessarily be just the repaint. It's going to be a remodel to a completely different tier, or a different one of the 5 pillars or whatever. So it's not it might sell more just because people didn't get that first one, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they're gonna do decent numbers out the gate though to do it.
Yeah.
And he said, "I won't miss it like Superman." And Dead Man, I'm already Superman in the snow. That's exactly why I'm doing a Superman shot tonight, and he is not in snow.
There we go.
He's not in the snow, but I gotta represent my super. No snow shit. Mud Scuffer, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, man. It's so. Oh, Green, you're here. We Blitz and I and Jedi were talking about like. So, did you feel like this year was an easier list or a harder list for you to like? Because there's a lot of stuff. What were you thinking?
Yeah. I think it was a harder list just for the fact that no, I didn't buy as many figures that I did as last year, but the quality of the figures that I did buy was so good that it made choosing that a lot harder than last year. If that makes sense.
I feel like I bought more figures. Okay. Oh, okay. So here. Okay.
Well,
this
let
is
me
weird
let me
because
rephrase. I bought less figures in trying to focus my collection. Like we've been talking about, like, just not buying just for the sake of buying something.
yeah, because
buying something that's quality to you, that is not just a cheap $20 figure that you're just buying just to get that dopamine rush.
okay, so number wise, you're right, because I did not buy anywhere near as many waves of figures as I did previously. I think I feel like I bought more because most of them were all one shots, right? So it's like and like Jedi Jack said earlier, with those one shots, they were coming like every month, every few weeks was another one shot, another one shot, another one shot. But you're right, Green. I don't think I bought as many figures last year because I was buying waves and kind of shit the year before, in a sense, and I didn't do that this year, really. I bought a few, like 2 or 3 waves, maybe less than that.
I brought way too many figures this year. Way too many figures this year. If you guys remember in January, I
that you started that list.
Yep. That lasted what, like 2 months?
How long
no,
did how long
it was like 6 weeks.
6 weeks, okay, yeah.
And I saw the total, and I was like, "Shit! I need to just stop writing this down and just focus on the happiness of the figures."
Oh yeah, this is starting to hurt too much.
I remember that spreadsheet.
Never again. Never again. If I do any type of spreadsheet, it'll just be writing down all the figures I purchased.
But that's a telltale though, because the year before he wasn't even thinking about a spreadsheet. This year started out so strong, the man started developing a spreadsheet. It started out that strong. So that's to tell you how strong this year was as far as like grabbing good figs. It was like, I feel like there were like 1 or 2 like mishaps, but most of the figs bought this year were like, they were great, man. They really outdid themselves. And so maybe within the industry, all these guys knew that the dragon was coming, so they're like, we better get our shit out before.
True.
Better hurry up and get that shit out. Plastic Peeps says, I definitely didn't buy as many figures, mostly because nothing ever shows up around here. Well, see,
all right,
and that's the thing, Peeps. I talked to Blitz about this the week before or whatever. There were minuscule trips to Targets and Walmart, man. I didn't really go to those places that much this year looking for figs. Yeah. So, and just because most everything was either online or maybe I popped over to Frankensons or whatever, but it wasn't. I wasn't going to Walmart and Target. I think I got one, the Acolyte wave. That was the only thing I picked up at Walmart. Like when I just walked in, so I'm gonna pick up something from Walmart. But other than that, man, Oh, in the IG 11, he was up on the top shelf. I grabbed him, but
Yeah.
that's it, man. I didn't do a lot of Target and Walmart at all this year. It was weird. It's really weird.
I feel like 80% of my purchases was Amazon because it was mostly WWE.
Yeah.
10% was probably Ringside Collectibles, more WWE.
Wow. Yeah.
I rarely picked up anything at Target. I
Right.
rarely picked up anything at Walmart because I barely go to. There's only one Walmart, and that's by my job. Excuse me. And they never have shit. I think I got lucky the 2 times that I went in there and found some wrestling figures. But other than that, everything is like just websites. So like Big Bad Toy Store. The in stock sale that Four Horsemen had, I purchased a lot from there. Jedi and Green know that I fucking spent a lot of fucking money at Legion's Con.
Yeah.
I'm still hearing, the backlash from it.
and peeps also too. The thing about the finding stuff out like Target and Walmart, it was a crazy quick turnaround this year too. So I don't even recall. I mean, I walked by the toy house, but you wouldn't really see a bunch of new stuff, man. Because as soon as shit would go online, it would get out. People would be like, okay, that's out. Then the next thing you know, I'm hitting up Green to get the shit at Ollie's.
Yeah, and I was about to say, for me, like there wasn't as much like Walmarts and Targets. Yeah, I mean, I found a couple good things there, but the majority this year has been my local shop, Rebel Base Comics, and Ollie's and Ross. Like they have come through big time this year.
They did
with some deals.
Yeah.
So like I used to be in like Target and Walmart like every other day, and now I'm hitting up Ollie's and Ross, seeing what they got for like $10.
And it's a quick turnaround. Like it's like that figure will be up, it'll go out, and then within the month it's over on Ross and Ollie's. So it's like
because they started putting out like all their good shit like mid-year this year.
They
did. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, Target is it's been weird with Target. Like my wife used to order shit for me to pick up, and I would like go look at the toy aisle first and then pick up my stuff. The last like 7-8 times I've been to Target, man, I literally picked up my shit and walked out. Not to be in there because they never have anything. It's rare to find stuff in store, even though I've seen a lot of people posting like their local Targets, obviously for Christmas, fully stocked, but with old stuff. Like example, because like again, I'm heavy into like the wrestling figures. They're like on Elite 113 in store. It's 115 on the website. They had fucking Elite 102 on shelves, like fully stocked.
Wow.
Now, granted, if you missed out on any of those figures, I would recommend grabbing them because in the aftermarket, they're much more than what they are in Target. But it's like, why would you stock up with figures like that for Christmas?
Right. He said
people are trying to get the new shit.
If Elon buys Hasbro, I'm switching to waifu figs. I don't need Elon. I've already switched to waifu figs this year. I bought a lot of them. So and he says Ollie and Ross aren't. See, it depends on the location of your Ollies and Ross. Because Green hooked me up. Man. Green was on the Green. Yeah, he had the Green.
I don't have any of that stuff.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here.
Vico. There you go.
What's up, fellow?
And from what I've been hearing, the newest thing to drop at Ross for like $10 is the Black Series 3-pack of Force Ghost, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda. Yeah, that's been dropping.
Get the fuck here. I see it.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, that is, man. Just for with the price, like that's what I'm saying, man. These Ollies and Ross things going down have actually freed the wallet for more premium things, more good shit. That way, if you buy a $10 Marvel Legend, you don't feel bad at all. $10, like whatever. Vico, what's been going on, bro?
What's going on, fellas? How's it going? Happy holidays. Happy
Merry Christmas.
So, do you, Vico? do you feel like this year there was more hits than last year? What's your thought?
Yeah, definitely. I think I went the Jada lines, the Jada
Dude,
toy line has been
they
freaking
killed it
amazing.
this year, dude. They fucking killed it.
And
Like, God damn.
yeah, you're killing it, man. Ross, you guys know I love shopping at Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they've had some good action figures, but none that caught my eye. Maybe if it was like 2 years ago, I'd probably pick up as much as I could. But now, like, because I have a lot, man, I literally have every single figure that I bought except for those 10, 12 figures that I gave away like a couple months ago as a
Right.
kid. But I still have every single one that I purchased.
Nice.
And that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. So, but I think the only thing I picked up from Ross this year was the Scarecrow that I shot like once, and then these TMNTs that I got for like I got them for like
Yes, yes.
$14, dude, and they were at Walmart for the longest for like $45, $54.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I got them like for 14, man. Like what the?
That's the deal, man. Worthy as a shout out to the Jedi Master.
He speaks the truth.
He's trying to get my pants.
But no, you're right. You're right, Nico. There were a lot of, and that's the thing, man. I feel like Big Bad came through for me this year, man. They really came through, like, because it made it easy for me. It was easy. It was easy to get.
Is it me or did Big Bad also get better with how they promote to ship right away?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, they came through. So it was. That's why I said it wasn't really many trips at all to Target or Walmart. It was just like random,
Yeah, for some reason, Target and Walmart have been like the ones that are near my area have not been bringing in new stuff.
Right.
Oh man, it's been the same thing.
Yeah.
And I've seen like, I like watching the shows because I get to see like what other lines have, like lines that I don't collect, and how like they just been dropping constantly, man. It's like one after the other. It's like a competition, man. So like let's say Hasbro drops like a good looking figure like a Thor or something, and then you have Masco dropping one, and then you have maybe Yamaguchi dropping one, and then you have these third parties dropping.
Right? Like that's exactly what we were saying, Vico. It's been this year. Everybody been firing on all cylinders, like with just stuff that you can't, like. It really has opened up the floodgates for as a collector to pinpoint exactly what you like and want. Like,
just think about Wolverine.
On that.
The character Wolverine. How many Wolverines were not dropped this year by different lines?
Oh Jesus! Man.
And then you get one, and you're like, and I see this, and like I said, I noticed it like on a lot of guys that I follow, like they drop this Wolverine, like, oh, this is the best Wolverine ever, and then they drop a Mesco, and they're like, no, wait, this is the best Wolverine ever.
Hey, but I would have to say this year CT Toys they dunked on them. They dunked on them. CT Toys
they
said,
dunked
"Hold
hard.
my beer on the Wolverines. I got your Wolverine right here.
You gotta wait.
Hold my cigar.
$17. Got your Wolverine right here for $17.99. Amazing. They did.
Another one on the way.
What's the line that dropped? And this is a question for everybody and you guys. What's a line that or a character that got dropped that you still don't have, and you're like, damn, that looks like the best one ever?
Huh.
That's a good question. What do you think?
Repeat the question. I'm sorry. My cat was doing something stupid.
I said, what's a figure that you don't have yet that you want, that you're like, man, this is the best figure ever of this character. This is the best one ever. I need to have it. Or
Okay.
like
That's released already? That's released already? Or they need to
yeah, that's been released that you're like, I
Okay.
want it now.
Okay, I got mine.
What is it, Green?
So the new version of the SHF Yoda. Like
Yes.
That's a figure I need. Yeah.
Yes, man.
With the soft goods cloak and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to drop on Amazon.
I got mine.
What you got, Blue?
The recently revealed Lord Voldemort from SH Figure Arts from
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
Yeah.
long overdue figure, bro.
Yes.
Jedi, what you got?
I don't really have anything, honestly. I mean, about the only one I can even think of is, I wish I wouldn't have slept on the CT Toys Wolverine,
Oh shit,
you know,
dude.
but that's about the only one.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Um, Vico, I would have to say that. And speaking of Wolverines and shit, it is I got because I'm a fan of 5K toys, and I do that order a year ahead bullshit and see what happens. They have I forget the line of, but they have a Deadpool and Wolverine that's coming. I forget the line, man, but it looks amazing. I can't wait because they're going to be like Mezco. They're like Mezco, half the price, of course.
Oh shit.
And this is the first Deadpool that has Ryan Reynolds, Wade Wilson, unmasked head.
Oh,
I can't remember. I'll have to find. I'll look and show you. Send a link to you guys.
Yeah. Send me the
But
link. I need those.
oh yeah.
I pre-ordered that one because it looks amazing, bro.
Because
And
I'll cancel my Mezco.
I'm
Yeah.
not. It looks. I can't wait to get it. I did still pre-order the Mesco one just because, but this shit looks dope, dude. So and it comes with it comes with the skeleton claws, the skeleton skull, the gold guns. It comes with all kind of shit, bro. Like I
It comes
forget.
with the gold Desert Eagles.
Yeah, it comes with all the shit.
Oh, let's go.
Oh man.
They look it up, but it's
That's
dope. It's on 5K. Now I don't know if the company is worth shit, but I've not been disappointed in a 5K toy purchase yet. They've been good so far.
As soon as you show that, Thor, I'm gonna go ahead and start my top 10 so I can jump off to let other guys in.
Okay, brother. No, go. Let's get you started. I'm still looking for it.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here goes. My top 10. I was thinking about it was not only like quality of the figure, sculpt, paint, accessories, as far as like nostalgic, the ones that you really want or hit those gotta have vibes, but also on what I'm going to use and things that I've used a lot. Now, there were some that snuck in last minute, and some of these were kind of replacing stuff that would have been in the same line. So first one, number 10, counting down.
Here we go.
Is going to be the Ray Packs from Savage Crucible.
Nice.
Now, this is like a mix of quite a few of their other figures that they already released this year, but this thing is just badass. This is just it's sick. They especially just they updated like the feet and ankles and stuff, and it's just the extra detail. You got new weapons with this guy. Changing up different armors and putting this thing's just super cool. And it replaced. I had another SD on my list at this spot, and this replaced it today.
Nice. Mine is supposed to come tomorrow.
It's cool. All right, number 9. All right, only one from this manufacturer on my list, but I had to give credit. I haven't used it a lot, but I thought they just knocked it out of the park with this better than Mezco did.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
They killed it with this Ghost Rider. I mean, this Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, the Marvel Legends, it's everything you want it to be. I think they did a great job on the translucent parts and the flames. It would have been nice to have like a wired chain and stuff, but it still works well enough. It's got good enough details. The paint could have been a little bit better, but other than that, like it's everything you want your Ghost Rider to be. It looks good. The skull work looks good. You know, the leather, it can sit on the bike. You know, I just thought that they did just a bang up job for. It was probably slightly overpriced for what it is, but I still felt like it was worth it. Yeah, what we got? All right, number 8. Another Savage Crucible. I love this for, and I have a couple of figures like this on my list. I love it for its simplicity. You get all the things that you want out of the basic figure, but it's so able to be able to use for everything. And that is the Shadow Slate.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yes.
Such a great fig.
The color on this thing, that dark purple and that you got that metallic in the mouth. This thing just works. I mean, I've used it like in horror shots to fantasy stuff to it works everywhere, and it's just a basic, lizard monster guy, and they work great. They pose really well. The light picks them up, everything really cool. It's not overdone, so it doesn't kind of over it. They're perfect like background army builders because it doesn't override with too much detail.
Right.
Nice.
And I love them, man. These are just some of the funnest ones I got, I think. All right. Number 7, another late entry. Showed up today.
Great.
And I haven't got to spend a whole lot of time with it yet. But endorsement is I didn't even realize like how much when I pre-ordered it, how much accessories you're getting with it. It's got different heads, it's got different arm bracers, it's got the fur cloak, it's got a different waistband, different hair swaps. Nice. So you can get like if you want the helmet on, it's got different pieces for that. If you want the helmet off, it's got different hair pieces for that. It's got all kinds of weapons. The detail and the sculpting on it is just perfect. And again, this works with everything. Works with Mythics, works with Conan stuff, works with Savage Crucible. I really like the stuff the Frazetta girls are doing. Yeah. Yes, some of it lacks in crazy articulation, but I think they do a good job of replacing that with having a really good sculpt. Yeah. And so you might have to work a little bit harder on a pose, but then you're not having to hide odd looking joints either. So it's kind of a give or take, and I'm just kind of a Frazetta art fan anyway. So these kind of hit the nostalgic thing with me too. And I just thought I wasn't expecting this figure when I opened it up to be as good as it was. I figured it was going to be okay. I really love the Dark Wolf, and that's a fun figure, but this one's just like 10 times better.
That fur cape is freaking amazing, dude.
I know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a shield, it's got swords, it's got a spear, it's got different hands. It's got a lot, and for me. Started. All right, next one, number 6, another Frazetta, and this one's all about the sculpt and the usability.
I like the way you added usability.
Because
yes.
Come on.
Get the cake out.
That figure's got great assets. You know what I mean?
The cake is served.
He said happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, they just did an awesome. That's probably the best female figure I've ever seen, as far as like realistic human. Yeah. That you can use for everything. And, because I've seen the guys, I can't remember who it was. Somebody did like a Friday the 13th one and used her like sitting on the dock in like a swimsuit and like Jason was coming out of the water. Yeah. I've probably used this figure in, I don't know, 10, 12 different shots this year easily. It's just great. Like they just nailed it. I mean, the articulation could be better, but again, it would have killed some of the sculpt. Right. We don't want to see that ruined because it's pretty good.
Cake.
All right.
It's a diabetic dream right there.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Next one, I know Thor will agree with me on this. Number 5.
All
Hit
right,
the
well,
top 5.
what you got? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Dun,
nice.
dun, 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 dun.
When I pre-ordered this indie,
He's
was
amazing, bro.
like nostalgia, and I was like, it's Mezco, it should be pretty cool, it should be fun. When I opened it, yeah, they knocked this thing out of the park. It looks so good. They've gotten so much better with the clothing. Like nothing looks oversized. Everything's right. The collar on the jacket is wired.
Yeah, you pop that collar.
Wow.
Pop in the collars.
Yeah, and so it makes it nice. So when you're setting the jacket up, if you need to widen the jacket, you just literally widen the collar a little bit, and that helps everything. Or if you need to tighten it up, you just snug it around, and it'll pull the rest of the jacket in.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I haven't even got to like play with this or photograph it. It was just literally opening this and went, yeah, that's
Wait till you start working with him, man. He might change your list because wait till you start working with him.
Because
I hope you weren't wearing any socks, man. Otherwise, they'd be knocked out.
All right. Number 4, still sticking with Mezco.
They did good this year, man. Mm-hmm.
King Conan.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
He's dope.
I don't need to say anything more. This thing's awesome. Of course I got the destroyer head on it, but yeah, they just blew this out of the park. This
That
thing's
double
awesome.
joints that they added to it, Jedi Jack, over the top.
Everything, just the armor, the details on the armor, the fact that everything comes off.
The chains, bro. Look at that
chainmail,
shit.
the fur coat. It's got a ton of accessories. It's awesome.
What up, Enders?
All right, number 3. Back to one of those figures that I probably will use, reuse, and continue to use almost all the time.
Oh
Nice.
Nice.
The Mythic Legend skeletons. These bear skeletons work for everything. Whether you're doing Halloween shots, whether you need to have them fighting, whether you have them in the background, like they're everything. They're everything you want a skeleton to be. The paint looks good on them. They pop apart easy. They still articulate and pose really well. These are probably like one of my favorite figures anybody's done in a long time, just because of the fact that you can use them for everything.
Right.
All right. We got number 2 and number 1. All right.
Here we go.
Number 2. Didn't expect this year for it to be, up on the thing, but again, one of them ones, once you got it in hand and open that box.
Oh,
Yes.
That Frankie.
With the accessories and just the absolute coolness of this thing. And you didn't see it coming. I don't think any of us expected this to show up this year.
No.
And the different looks that they gave you with it, the amount of accessories. Again, another one that's just like it has so much use out of it, and it still looks good. Still fills that hole because you can throw them in with your mythic shots. You can save them for the entire month of October. You can you can use it for whatever. It just works all over the damn place.
No, he's good. Number 1.
And number 1, this is no surprise to anybody.
Ah, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not only is it my main man Daredevil, but Mafex killed it on this.
Yes.
This is absolutely phenomenal. Anybody that doesn't have it, man, you're missing out because
You are. You better get him.
Yeah. It was one of them ones, even when I pre-ordered, when I saw the early shots, I was like, it may not be that great, but it's Daredevil. And then when you get it, and the accessories, the wired clubs, the different Billy Club cases that pop in and out of the legs, the subtle shading on the paint, the posing, the tightness of the joints is just right.
Yep.
It always looks. It doesn't matter what pose you put it in. It always looks good,
Right.
and at least for me. So it was like it hit everything for me. I'm going to use it for everything. It looks good. I like it anyway, even if I was just going to put it on the shelf. So yeah, that one easily bigger of the year for me. And there's my 10.
Hell yeah.
That's a good list, man. Damn, we had some bangers on there. Good ones. Yeah. Good ones, man. Damn. Oh, that's a great list, man. Like I slept on some of the ones that you damn. Wow. Man, that's a good list, man.
It's some of you guys bought a lot of figures this year, bro. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
the pressure was there.
Figures was dropping like rain.
It wasn't easy.
Like his figures rain. And I'll show you guys. I made a mistake. It wasn't 5K. It's Toy Metaverse.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Damn, look at that, bro.
It's awesome.
How much is that one running for?
So I think the total is because you got to put down the full price is 120.
Whoa, what? No way, that's crazy.
Wait, you said for both?
170 for both. For the
Okay, that's not. Yeah,
for both.
okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For two figures. So it's basically 80. I don't know, $80 a piece, which is
Two
That's not
Mezcos.
bad at all.
That's a crazy deal, bro.
Yeah, which is better than, in my opinion, better than the Masco one. They look awesome, man. Let me show you. Like, to get a good shot of them.
Do you know how their pre-order system works? Like you just put money down for it?
Yeah, it's just like 5K toy. That's why I can
Okay.
5K toy. Because you do the first payment and then you do the second.
Oh, okay.
Look at
Those
that.
are sick.
Damn.
And the first payment
Gorgeous.
is like it's cheap as shit. Like, and then you
Just those body proportions look so much better than Mezco's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the golden eagle, the desert eagles painted gold are freaking amazing.
Yeah, they come with it as accessories. But look
Okay.
at this, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm canceling my Mezco pre-order.
They're nice. They're really dope.
And you said the suits are seamless?
Look to be.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yo,
Oh.
holy smokes.
And I mean, they're just like it's like I said, for me, it was extra. It's all the accessories and the face and the extra face sculptures. They got them blurred out, of course, because
Yeah.
licensing or whatever. But
Mhm.
like, yeah, Toy Metaverse. Okay. To give you an idea of some of the quality, like this is a Toy Metaverse fig, the John Wick.
Ooh.
And I'll talk about him later when I do my list,
Mhm.
but they're excellent, man. So you're not you're not missing out on quality. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things where man, these third party dudes are killing it, man. They really are killing it, and it leaves the open door for so many more possibilities when you've got third parties that are jumping out the gate, bringing you good stuff. And speaking of, I wanted to go back to something real quick too. Before you jump off Jedi, one thing that I thought about, like, and I watching you and Raven's Eye show, there's some amazing pre-orders, dude. There's some dope ass Savage Crucible pre-order shit that's coming next year, bro. What the fuck? That shit looks dope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's they've got a lot of ideas, and they're not messing around, man.
No.
and they're thinking. They're not always trying to bring, or copy, something that's already out or something that's hot. They're trying to, come out with stuff that's what's not there,
Right.
that's still really cool, and, and doing it their own way. And really, really working on trying to like improve the company customer relation, as far as like how fast they can, get things to you, and getting you things that you want, and actually listening to people and going, okay, wait, all right, you guys don't, think that's a good idea, or that's not working for you. Let us change it up and try to make it work better for you.
Yeah.
So that company deserves a lot more credit than they're getting. So
I agree.
I'm definitely going to keep supporting them for sure.
I'm excited to see their 2025 releases. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it just it's cool, man, when you see companies jumping out the gate and bringing you, whether it's Jada, whether it's Savage Crucible, whether they're bringing good shit, man. It's like, damn, it's like, it's to be expected with like Mezco or something like that. You better come with good shit. But some of these guys that are just coming out the gate, they are hitting expectations above expectations without that having to be expectation thing.
Right.
That's just dope.
And they're ending up doing it better than some of these guys that have been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, just like Jedi Jack said, they listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it helps too, like, their company herself, they weren't unfamiliar with, production and what it takes to get stuff running. So it was already all people from the industry,
right?
And they're just like, how can we do it better?
That's right.
And the fact that they're all like fans themselves of not only all other lines, but being a collector, that they're not just in it to make a product and turn a profit. They're doing it because they like doing it as well. They're having fun with it.
Yeah, they're making what they would collect anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I think that helps a lot.
Huge difference. Huge difference.
But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off to make some room for everybody else. Merry Christmas, my brothers.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, dude.
Good to see you all. And I hope to see you all in this next year in the same room together again. Vico, Thor, we got to get you guys to,
we're gonna figure it
with
out
the rest of the boys, because let me tell you, that fun we had over that weekend was. That was the best Christmas present I got. That was my biggest gift for the year.
Amen.
So,
dude, man, I so wanted to go, but I got like some last minute expenses and
hey, it happens,
some
man.
drama and shit. So I was like, "Fuck."
Well, none of us are going anywhere. God willing. So we'll have time. I'm gonna jump off and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, brother.
Peace, guys.
Much love, brother.
All right. Love you, brother.
Appreciate it. Nothing but love. Vico, what you got? What do you got, man?
Oh man, dude. I didn't get none of that Mezco stuff. That's way out of my league. But I'm gonna throw everything that I got. I'm gonna throw everything I got, just from a couple accessories that I've used this year, that I made this year, and some that I got this year. I'm just gonna throw everything in no particular order. I couldn't think of a number to give them, just because like I love them all equally. I do have the number one. I think I'll do number one, number two, and one number one. But so far, these turtles jumped into my. Let me see if that's better. They jump into my list just because they were so much fun to paint. I got some best action turtles before that I wanted. They were like the street style turtles, but I didn't like them at all, dude. Like I like how they look, but it was so disappointing. I couldn't see myself having them, so I put them back. And like I literally bought them. I opened one up, I put it back in the box, and I went and got my refund because I didn't like them, dude, and I didn't see myself having them because like I wasn't gonna use them. But then they made these, and these are actually pretty good, man. like they bend all the way back. They have good articulation, and then these were like they were like yellowish or something for some reason. I think
Yeah,
it was like
it was.
from a
It
comic
was.
book.
Yeah, it was like when they were in hell or whatever in
Yes,
the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they look like that. So I just went like I still miss some spots, and some spots are coming off, but like it was so much fun to paint them. So that would be one. Another one that I really really enjoyed are these luchadors that are on my shelf all
Oh,
the time.
Oh,
They're not
dope.
they're not the best articulated figures ever, but they're just so much fun to
damn.
Is that Ultimo Dragon?
yes.
That's
Nice.
dope.
Ultimo Dragon, and I lost one of his foots.
Oh,
But you know the good thing about it is like whenever I need to shoot him, I'll just take one foot of the other guy and then put it here, and they fit perfectly.
Nice.
And then I put it back because I don't want two figures without a foot.
yeah.
So yeah, these guys are amazing. Like I said, they're not the best articulated ones, but they shoot very well,
Yeah.
especially with the ring and everything. I even got a ring because I got lucky. I got a ring at Ross for like $7.99, dude.
Oh
It's
shit.
crazy. I know,
Oh, yeah.
crazy shit. And I wanted one for forever, and I just couldn't. I could never find one. The time I did find it, I didn't go for it, and I regretted it so badly. So would be, I guess, number 9. I guess these guys, the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Yes, man.
This is one of the gifts from. I actually won this at a Wordy Addiction, a gift from. I think it was one of the prices from Dick's Figs.
Yes.
And man, this guy is freaking amazing, dude.
Dude,
As soon as I opened it, I fell in love with this guy.
It's another great line. The Spiro Toys, man. Animal
Yes,
Warriors,
Spiro
another
Toys.
Great line, bro.
And then this armor, I thought I was getting a fucking deal on the figure.
Mhm.
And I ordered it, and when I opened it, it was just the armor. But it works so well because look, I just put it on this guy.
That's
Yeah, it pops
dope.
and swaps. It pops and swaps, and you can
Yes,
move 'em up.
I think that was my favorite part of it. I also got one of their weapons pack, which is one of these.
Mhm.
This came in a weapons pack, a little dagger, and it just freaking it's a beautiful figure. It's so beautifully done. This one's gonna make my list, obviously.
Oh, shit. That's
This,
fun.
this is Spawn, Monolith, one of my favorite figures till this day right now. I just love the skull, everything it has. It is a mega fig. It's limited to certain poses, but you can get him to do some pretty gnarly stuff. He doesn't have interchangeable hands or nothing, but it's okay because I like the way he comes out. I like the
Yeah.
spikes. I like the that sculpting on his shoulder pads.
Okay.
The face sculpt, dude, it's freaking amazing. And whenever you shine the light on him, like his eyes like pop up.
Mm.
It has like that green paint on it. So I like that one too.
Nice.
This McFarlane Death Shot.
Oh shit. That's a good death shot. Damn.
I swapped the. This
hell
came
yeah.
with the Spawn. Came
Mhm.
I forget what it's called, but it came with the Spawn. So I just put it on because it looks badass. I don't think he
Oh,
has
that
one in the
works.
comic books. I think he does, like on certain pages or
Yeah,
stuff.
I
But
think I've seen Slade with the bandoliers before.
Oh yeah.
yes,
Yes.
bandoliers. That's what it's called.
Mm.
He's
So
always get up.
yeah, so I thought it looked pretty dope. So I just gave it. Now it belongs to him. Now that's his. This Diamond Select Van Damme.
Oh shit. Get the
Dope.
fuck out of here. That's dope.
This guy's pretty, dude. For being a Diamond Select, he's very well articulated, and he's got this leg thing that it pops like that.
Oh, he got drop downs on the Diamond Select.
Yes,
Ooh, okay.
dude.
That's so he
And-
can do.
Yeah, look at that kid.
He's got to be able
You
to
know
do
what I'm saying?
it.
And you know what? His accessories, he was only like $27 with taxes and everything.
What?
He comes with 2 chairs, and you can do the splits. Yeah, like I think I have one of them here.
See, that's what I was talking about before about Diamond Select, man, and Marvel Select. They don't play around sometimes, and you get, oh, dude, that's dope. It even has.
And he's got that-
in the foot.
Yeah, it has the divot, so you can put the leg right there, so it doesn't move.
Dope, dude.
Yeah, it's this band, and he comes with 2 head swaps. I do recommend hitting him before you start moving him around because I fucked up his ankle and he can't stand, so I gotta put support. I put support on my figures anyway. McFarlane's, so anyway, so I put support on him. So anyway, I turned it into McFarlane from all the McFarlanes I got, I guess, and he comes with 2 head swaps and 3 pair of hands, so it's 6 hands total. And then you can do the classic scene when he's all like,
Yeah.
When he gets the salt in his eyes.
yeah, dude.
Then they play
Look
the
at that
subtle
shit,
music.
Yes.
Oh God.
You see that? So that one is a pretty fun figure to photograph. My next one, another McFarlane. I got too excited to get him, and the only thing I don't regret, the only thing I do regret from getting this figure is that I got not the one I wanted, but I got the Power Ring from Earth 2, and I didn't get the Green Lantern version from the original.
Yeah, that's Boz, isn't it?
Yes, Boz. But this one's from he's wearing. You see how he's white instead of green and black? It's because he's from the Earth 2. He's got. They're just called Power Rings, I guess. Power Ring Lanterns or whatever. That's why he's got that butterfly looking symbol.
Right. He doesn't have it. That's right.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But the one thing I love the most about this figure is that he has the face swap, so you could do that.
Wait, McFarlane's doing face swaps now?
Yeah, he's got 3 different faces. I can't find the other ones. I lost them.
I did not know that.
But yeah, he's doing like most of his recent figures have face swaps. Not all of them, but most of them. They have the face swap, and he comes with 3 pair of hands and 4 accessories. And this one is a little bit on the pricier side. These were 30. I guess they're like the basic price now for McFarlane's.
McFarlane SHF. Shit. Got face swaps.
Another one, I guess this would be my number 3, is this Quesos guy.
Sick.
Jesus.
He stayed on the same. Yes.
Yeah.
These are like, I think his name's Quesos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get his brother and the Rhino eventually. I'll probably get him for my birthday.
I pre-ordered the brother, the black one. He looks dope.
Dude, doesn't he look amazing, dude?
They look dope.
And like the best part is like his mouth opens up and then he still smells beautifully. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And like look at his skirt or whatever it's called. It's plastic, but it feels like leather for some reason. I guess all that texture that it has. And then this is like furry.
What?
Yeah, you can actually take it off too, because I know they sell like accessory packs where you can make it look like street, like urban style or for some reason.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? And then like here's
swappable hooves, doesn't he?
Yes, the hooves. You can give them feet or the hooves. The hooves make them so much taller because they're like an inch and a half.
Oh, that's dope. Just pop up. That's dope.
Yeah, dude, this figure pops up so easily. Like it's like buttery smooth. And when you put it back, it's super smooth when you push it back, and it just stays there.
Nice.
Like you don't have to like force it or anything. This guy is probably my most expensive figure I've ever bought. With and he's just totally worth it, man. Totally worth it.
One word says it behooves him. Oh. But it's no, Zesray is another third party, man. They're coming strong. They're coming strong, man. Damn.
I think they were released like a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year ago, but
yeah, because it just
totally worth the price.
But then they started doing the Minotaur dudes.
Then my number 2 would be the Jada toys.
Bro.
Oh, sick.
This one because I just got it, but my favorite Jada is this Bison, bro.
Oh hell yeah, Bison.
My favorite Jada is this Bison. He comes with 2 heads, 2 heads swaps, and two pair of hands.
Yeah.
Now this guy, this is my first ever plastic action figure that I get that has a wired cape ever or cloth bits. and this made me create my own, trying to do my own capes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
And isn't that crazy? Like this thing was $24 and he come with a wired cape that's on point.
Not only that, yes, and not only that, but the
Yep.
shoulder pads swap up,
Yep.
and you could just put the other shoulder pads without the cape.
Psycho Crusher, bro. Psycho Crusher.
Mhm. I like having the cape just because it makes him look so menacing.
Yeah.
And in Street Fighter Alpha, he wears the cape on all three.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my number one,
Okay.
you guys know I love Toddy Mac,
Okay. What we got?
and this is my first ever actual Spawn comic book, pretty much accurate
Oh shit.
Dope.
action figure. I did have another Spawn, but it was like the Commando Spawn.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't
But-
classic. Mm.
Yes, and this one is the closest one to it, and he's freaking amazing, dude. I love this guy. I love the detail on him, the articulation that he has. I wish he had he would give him like thigh swivels, make it even way better. But he's dope as hell. And I got this cape from Grown Up Kid with the triple D's. He's actually here in Austin. He does like custom capes, like he'll ship them to
Oh
you and whatnot.
shit.
But the best part is that like he's here in Austin. I just had to drive like 50 minutes up to
Oh, that's what's
where he
up.
was.
Hell yeah.
And I got it. And he gave me a swap, like an extra head. Let me see if I can find it. I think I have it here. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Membership has its privileges, brother. When you just go up the street and get a wired cape.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said membership has its privileges when you can just go up the street and get a wired cape.
This head sculpt, dude.
Oh
He
shit.
just gave it to me, bro. He was like, "Here you go, man." I did some extra coatings and extra details on the paint and colored his eyes, and then all I had to do was just like put some hot glue and then put it on the peg, and then let it dry out and took it out. Obviously, you put some saran wrap on the peg, and then you like, and it works so good, dude. And it fits so well. It's like actually, like I'll show you real quick.
That's sick. Oh shit, perfect. That's dope.
Yeah, I think that would be my number one. For accessories, oh no. Yes, that would be my number one, but I forgot two more figures that I have.
Okay.
Obviously, look at this beast.
Oh yeah.
This is my first ever Mythic Legions toy line, and this horse is fucking beautiful.
You can't go wrong with any of the horses in this.
Oh my god, this guy is amazing. I was able to like to stand him up. Like I was able to like to stand him up on two legs.
Yep.
Pose him very well. The only thing I didn't like was like the like these things come off fairly easy,
Right.
but I think it's just mine. I don't know. But other than that, he's
definitely
gorgeous.
yours. Horses don't come apart like that. I got all of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If you could see my
both of
face
them.
expression when you pulled off the leg just now, I was like,
Really? See, I knew it was just mine. I had a feeling it was just mine. And but he's just so beautiful. Like he's beautifully done. You can tell all the love that went into the sculpt, the face, the head, the saddle, dude. The saddle looks. You can see like the leather detail on it. It's so well done. It was beautifully done. It's one of my favorites. I think this would be my number two. And then of course my Haya toys, first ever Haya toys as well. Godzilla.
Nice.
This guy's amazing, bro. These are the figures that it doesn't matter if they're articulated or they pose for or whatever, but it's just beautiful, dude. It's one like look at that shit, bro. And then his tongue moves and shit. Like you have it like lower down or in the middle. I don't know why it would be in the middle. I don't know what he's trying to do. And then the sculpt on it, dude. I'm pretty sure that if it was 3D printed, they probably, but I don't think so. But it was just beautifully done, man. Those are my figs for the year.
Oh
That's
man,
what I got.
Bravo.
Check myself out. What up, Naz? And what up, Realm?
What up,
Nah,
everybody?
man, those were great. Those were great lineups, man. That's and again, it just there. you did have some variety there too, man. That's what I'm saying. It's
I
a lot.
know,
There's
and
a
I wasn't
lot.
expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. It just,
I don't
I
think
was like,
any of us were at the beginning of 2024. Nobody at the beginning of 24 was expecting variety like we got. We just grabbed it.
I almost got, I was this close. I almost got the Doom. I think it was, it said 112. I can't remember the line. It was like the Doom action figure that came out this year.
Yes, the Doom. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I almost got him, dude. But I was like, no.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
He was, I think he was 279.
The
Are you talking about the
Mezco.
Mezco Doom?
Yeah, I think it says 112 on the box, and it's got a box, and he's like, it's like a wrap box. It was the same box as, yeah, that one looks beautiful, dude.
He
I was like,
jumped up though.
yeah, I don't know how much it was originally, but like when I went to the comic book store,
120, I think.
180.
I think 120. Was he 120? 180? I can't remember.
I got him for like 160, I think.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I got him at the dude, so.
But it was my comic shop, and they tend to price like
right.
$10-$15 higher than
Okay.
I can't remember how much I paid for it. I just know I purchased it because of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Enable City.
He's a brick, man. He's one of the most solid figures you get. He's like a brick.
He's a brick.
Right.
I have a brick, I guess.
Oh yeah, you get it. But big figures are always like that.
The freaking McFarlane, bro.
The big figures are always like that. Oh, happy holidays to you guys, man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. And the link is out there for people to join if they want to jump in and talk about their top or show their top, whatever they That sounds pretty bad. Show your top.
Well, if you really want.
Show me them itty bitties.
Right.
Yeah, we got to give it away for free.
One of us can start if we want to. I know he's going to shut it down a little bit because the man's got a rest, bro. And we got all rest. We started early because of that. But Blitz, are you ready to start?
Yeah. So I haven't had no time to really pull anything out, so I don't have no figures out. But I'll go through my list.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the categories that we had. So I have I'll do nostalgia first, must have, top 5 to photograph, then I'll do accessories, and then I'll do my top 5 purchases. So top 5 nostalgia for me was Mafex T800, the battle damage one.
Yes.
That figure was crazy good. Awesome likeness to Arnold. It just brought me back to watching Terminator 2 and him saying, "I need a vacation." It was perfect figure. Number 4 for nostalgia was the event exclusive SH Figure Arts Majin Vegeta.
Nice.
Good choice.
I remember watching that episode and him blowing up the crowd in the tournament.
Yeah.
and just going fucking wild. So that was a pivotal moment, but also an amazing figure. Number 3, Figma Samus from Metroid. What is it? Metroid Other M.
Nice.
Her figure's amazing. I collabed with Green on it. Really dope figure. Makes me want to get more Figmas, and I pre-ordered the Solid Snake.
Yes, same here.
So I can't wait for that. So Figma makes pretty good figures. It sucks that was my first one. I should have been purchasing many other ones. But anyway. All right, now this is the surprise one. So number 2 is a McFarlane. It's the Batman Forever Batmobile.
There you go.
Nice.
That is my favorite version of Batmobile there is.
Nice.
I've always loved the design, and I've always wanted, in since I started collecting in a 1/12 scale, and he gave it to us. So kudos to McFarlane. This is probably the only time you're gonna hear me saying that. But he gave.
I was saving it as a real.
No, don't do that. He gives us amazing vehicles. Like his vehicles don't miss.
Oh yeah, they're top notch.
And then my number one for nostalgia is the Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat Rain that I just picked up not too long ago, which is a real figure.
Dope. Hell yeah.
MK3 Rain was one of my favorite fighters in the game, also in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Countless hours playing the games with my brothers, so it just perfect moment for me.
The fellas in the chat are like, "Is this an alternative universe? Is this real life?"
I love, like I said, Batman Forever Batmobile was my favorite version of Batmobile.
Yeah,
and I've always wanted it in a larger scale, and he gave it to us. We'll just erase this version of this at the end of the show. Next category.
What up, Toy Addict?
So my next 5 are for top 5 must-haves. So number 5 for me was the Mythic Legions Forest Troll that I was able to get at Legions Con.
Nice.
Nice.
It was a troll I originally wanted, and it was hard to find, and I wasn't paying like $500 for it. So
right,
being able to find it for retail, perfect. Number 4 was the ringside exclusive CM Punk Ultimate Edition that just came out.
Dope.
That figure is dope. So many great photos I've seen of him in the toy community, and it's still like people keep banging out more photos. It's just an amazing figure. This one was because you guys enabled me, which was the Mezco Dr. Doom number 3. I haven't had a real chance to like photograph him, but I've played with him. Well, that sounds crazy. I played with the figure. I've played with the figure and messed around with it a few times, So I know I want to take some photos of him, but he's a great figure. Very heavy with the die-cast body.
Yes.
But very dope. Number 2 was SH Figure Arts Nezuko Komodo from Demon Slayer.
Oh, nice.
She just released, and I got her, and she is fucking perfect.
That's dope.
There is, at least for me, I don't see any flaw in that figure from her.
Oh, nice.
At all. And then the number 1 must-have was Tanjiro Komodo from SH Figure Arts.
There you go.
Which is another like badass figure. The only thing that I would wish is that they would have gave him a soft goods coat. But the way they did his coat, it still articulates that it flows perfectly.
Okay.
Nice.
So definitely for that one. Top 5 to photograph. Number 5 is Mezco the Batman.
Oh yeah. Dope.
Especially after Green put us on to the flipping the neck and the cape around to make it look much better. Definitely a badass one. He photographs amazing.
Yes.
Number 4, Mafex Terminator T2 version, not the damaged one, the regular one. That one is another one that was spot on, face sculpt and everything. Came with crazy accessories as well. No problemo, like things like that. But it's really dope. Number 3 was the ringside exclusive WWE Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the 2-pack. That's I've only photographed them like a few times, but they look amazing. Compared to like the standard release elites and the way that the ultimate editions they did it with those, big difference. They look amazing. Number 2 to photograph is Mezco Popeye.
Yeah.
That figure is very, very good. It's everything we wanted in the re-release, pretty much. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. The only gripe I have with it is the wrist peg does not match the skin tone of his arm and his hands. That's the only thing.
You're right.
But other than that, the figure is easily 9.5 out of 10.
Yes, I agree.
And my number one favorite to photograph has to be Mezco the Punisher from the Netflix version.
Nice.
Dope.
That was a Grail figure that I got this year, and
Yep.
and bro, he's fucking amazing. Like it's spot on. The clothes don't hinder him from articulation. I actually have a Christmas collab post that I'm posting tonight with Path of the Punisher. Like I wanted to close it. I wanted to close a one-on-one collab with a figure that I had the most fun, and it was the Punisher. And who else to do it with than Path, who loves the Punisher? So I was like, let's get it done.
Pure fact.
All right, so now I'm gonna go into my top 5 accessories and dials, right?
Okay.
So I know describing it is not gonna be enough, but those who have purchased from him definitely know. So number 5 is Insightful Imagery's wheelbarrow. I did a Popeye shot with it. His 3D prints that he makes from scratch and his painting is top tier.
Damn.
Like some of his stuff is pricey, but it's fucking worth it.
Right.
Like when you're talking about spending your money on quality, that's what you're looking at right there.
That's what's
like he doesn't rush through anything. He doesn't give you any sloppy work. He doesn't give you. It's all perfect. So his wheelbarrow was number 5, and then a number 4 was his bar table with the stools and the beer bottles that he gave me.
Oh, that's it.
Nice.
That's another Popeye shot that I did.
Yep.
Perfect. Like it's crazy. Number 3 was a funny one for me, but Green knows it was the boat that we got from Plunderlings. At least only because we was like, where did you guys get the boat? They was like, you want to buy it? And we were like, all right, is it for sale? He was like, yeah, we're selling everything, including the diorama.
That's dope.
Just take it off the table.
Like, so the boat from Plunderling was definitely number 3.
That's dope.
Number 2,
right.
You know, man was just on with us. So Jedi Jack's reversible diorama that he had at Legion's Con. I've done plenty of photos with the temple side and the stone side. That is my number 2. Fucking phenomenal work from Jedi Jack. I can't say it enough. If you want a dial and you're worried about not getting what you want, go to Jedi Jack.
Yes.
He will make you exactly what you want and even better.
Yep.
Nice.
And my number 1 accessory / dial is also Jedi Jack. It's my castle diorama he made for me.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up.
The man took my drawing and made it a reality, and
Let's go.
I could not be any happier. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've taken plenty of photos with that diorama, and it's. He says it's simple, but it's perfection. It's the perfect dial, and it's my favorite accessory / dial of the year, and it's probably going to be my favorite accessory / dial for next year too, because I got many more photos to come from that one.
Dude, the way that you have turned that diorama into so many sceneries, so many scenarios, it's freaking phenomenal.
I told him, I was like, when I drew it, he was like, it looks so simple. He was like, you sure you don't want other stuff on it? And I was like, no, I know what I want. If you can make it happen, it'll be perfect. And he didn't disappoint, and the ideas just keep coming and going and going and going. So I got to thank him for killing it, literally. All right, and then my top 5 purchases. Let me make sure I have the right order. So, for my top 5 purchases are all grails.
Okay.
It wasn't anything that I was anticipating and I picked up, and none of them are releases from this year besides one.
All right.
All right. So number 5 is, again, making the list again, is Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat Reign.
Nice.
Like I said, the countless memories of me and my brothers playing the games when we were growing up. Well, when I was growing up, because they were both older than me. It just brought back so many memories. So it definitely had to make my top 5.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Mezco Popeye.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Now this is where the nostalgia and the grails fit in for me now. Number 3 is Mezco Blade.
Oh yeah.
I've been after that figure since I started collecting, and I never pulled the trigger until this year. And I am fucking happy that I pulled the trigger. I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of the year, I said the Grail figures that I want to get this year is definitely Mezco Blade and Mezco the Punisher from Netflix. Yep. And I wanted the Daredevil, and I got all three this year. The Daredevil was nice and green, and I got the Punisher and Blade.
Yes.
So definitely Blade is number 3. Number 2 is the Punisher, Mezco.
There you go.
Another Grail figure for me. Now, the next one I've been looking at since I started wrestling shots like 3.5, 4 years ago now. And they were so expensive, and I kept passing on them because I was like, I couldn't justify paying $300 for 2 figures, like 2 wrestling figures that were not higher end. And then I came across a guy this year who had them super cheap.
Oh, dope.
I made him an offer. No, he made me an offer. Like, you know, you guys know how I do. I let them make me an offer when I add it to the wish list or whatever, and then I counter. I countered the offer, and he accepted my offer. That is WWE Elite Legion of Doom.
Yes.
Those are my purchases of the year.
Yeah.
That I could probably show real quick because it's right there in front of me.
Okay.
At least those.
Yeah, give us the purchase.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't get anything ready.
Oh, no worries.
But it's
no, you're good.
A wild shit show. Hold on. Let me turn on my light.
What up, Raven? What up, anime figure?
There you go.
Nice.
What up?
Oh, that's so
Yo,
There
those
they are.
damn.
And then there you go, my
That Mac, that Toddy, that Mac. Mac
Oh,
tonight.
there she blows.
Yeah.
Darcy.
I can show you some of them now. Well, you can't really see, but I don't know why my camera is really fucking backwards right now. But Outsiders,
Dude, you went crazy this year with those wrestling figures, bro.
Oh, he killed it.
bro, my display is fucking wicked. That's all wrestling, but yeah, those are my figures of the year, and my worst purchase is
What is the worst?
little Anakin Skywalker from Black Series.
Little Annie.
So
I wasn't expecting that one.
Fun story. So I'm on vacation next week or whatever. So me and my wife were planning on cleaning and, you know, me getting rid of some stuff that I don't use or don't need, and giving stuff away and all that shit, right? So I was like, had time today to do some of it. So I went through my stuff and I started making room for the dragon because I'm already preparing.
Yes.
And I'm going through my storage bins that I have in my house, and I start condensing figures, and I found him, and I was like, "Little Annie," and I threw him. I was like, "You ugly fucker!" And I put that bitch away. You know he's bad when I put him at the bottom of the bin, so I don't want to see him.
Right.
Now, question for you.
He's getting crushed by the weight of his trash.
Yeah, like it's horrible. He doesn't look nothing like him, bro.
Nah, he looks like some strange. I don't know. He looks weird.
It should have said Anakin Skywalker stunt double.
Right.
Fucker don't
That wasn't
look like
Jake
him.
Lloyd. That's Jack Lloyd.
Yeah.
Jack.
That's like the Temu version, the Wish version.
It's Lake Joy. Lake Joy.
Yeah, but those are my. That's my list this year. There was a lot of like honorable mentions. It's just too many to go through. I made so many purchases this year. I have an addiction.
No.
I have a problem.
When you were saying that and you're on camera like that, it doesn't even look like it's a toy thing anymore.
But it's crazy, man. Like I tried so hard to go through all my purchases, and I just couldn't keep up. And then like between work and family and
Yeah.
I just couldn't even narrow it down. I was talking
Life,
to
man,
Worthy
yeah.
before the show, and I was like, bro, I feel like I keep rushing this damn list, but I'm happy with what I put out.
Nah, that's a good list, man. Shit.
But
That was
yeah, I'm pretty sure if I had more time, I probably would have had a few other figures on my list. But now that you guys understand what I meant by, I feel like my list was condensed into specific lines.
Yeah. But there's
Next
still
year, I feel like
variety.
it's going to be
There
the same
was
thing.
variety. I mean, come on, bro. You had McFarlane on there. That's right.
Well, you guys knew it was going to make it only
Right.
because, like I said, that's my favorite Batmobile. Like,
Now I got a
don't
question for you. What would you say was the worst purchase? Last year's worst purchase or this year's worst purchase?
think- not, Red Death takes the cake for every year. Worst
That's so crazy.
You know what's even crazier? I didn't even purchase that figure. My wife got it.
This is true.
Only
Right.
because she didn't want me to miss out on on Mythic Legion.
This is
But
true.
at least I'll never forget it.
That's right.
Right.
That's fucked up.
But it's a straightforward list. I enjoyed it. I enjoy my list.
That's a good list.
I doubt next year McFarlane is gonna get shit from me because he won't have any more Batmobiles that I want.
What if he puts the Batjet out?
The who?
The Batjet.
I don't got space for that. I don't got space for a dragon, bro. You think I'm gonna have space for that? I literally I know where I'm putting my dragon already, and it's not moving from there. I just have stuff crowding it so that way, you know, my wife doesn't go, "What's going to go there?" I will tell you this: the last thing before you guys go into your list. So you see how I have my Batmobiles up here? Hold on.
Yeah.
So that's temporary.
Oh.
Only because when Christmas is over, I purchased these floating shelves. So my wife is gonna let me do the idea that I saw from this guy on Instagram. He had all his Batmobiles like on floating shelves.
Oh, dope. That's dope.
And it looked fucking sick. And I was like, I want to do that.
That would look
She
dope.
finally agreed to let me do it.
That'll look sick, dude. Damn.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea, too.
You know what I mean? Now I got to get all the McFarlane Batmobiles.
You hear that, Tyler?
I think she got me one for Christmas.
Oh, shit.
It was on my list. She told me to give her a list of stuff. I did put one.
Nice.
Nice.
Did you put the light up one?
I put the animated series one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Dope.
So let's see if that's what's under the
That's
tree.
dope. That's real dope.
You imagine she got me a McFarlane toy? I'm gonna be so upset. Yo, let me not jinx myself, bro. Because if she's gonna know I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna put the only face when I open the shit. I'm gonna be like, I'm going to the trash can real quick.
Right.
I'm not throwing out the wrapping. I'm throwing out the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Oh, it fell into the incinerator by accident.
Right.
An incinerator, bro. You have an incinerator?
Yeah, man. It fell into the oven while the oven was on.
Oh my god.
However, did that happen?
Right.
I tripped and I just threw it in there and I couldn't get it out because my hands were burning.
Yeah, I'm gonna do similar to Blitz. I'm gonna read some of them and then I'll show a couple of them because mine's like super variety. So I don't even have room to pull all those figures and put them down. It's a pretty crazy lineup.
I just knew that if I would have pulled out figures, my cat would have fucking like played with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Maybe start taking some photos too, like juice.
Right.
Of her breaking my shit.
So let's see. Top 5 nostalgia. This is a weird figure. Nobody even knows what the hell it is. But number 5 is the Marvel Legends Count Nefaria. He's a weird figure, a weird character. but
Mhm.
it reminds me of my uncle and old comic books he gave me when I was a kid, when Count McFurrier was taking on the Avengers and shit like that. And I thought he was really cool. He looks goofy as fuck. With a big yellow cape, and it looks like a big yellow dude. He looks like a mafioso dude in a big yellow cape, but he's cool. Number four was a Ohio Toys Rambo. Rambo,
Nice.
Rambo's Rambo, bro. So it's to get an actual nice figure of Rambo is actually awesome.
Mhm.
My number three nostalgia had to be the Mezco Popeye because it's Popeye, man. What you gonna do with that?
Right.
It's Popeye. Shit. Number two was the Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, there they
Those
are.
guys, those guys were amazing. I did not think they would be top as far as nostalgia feels,
Mhm.
but they were topped by number one, which is the Doctor himself, Dr. Indiana Jones, man. They called the dog Indy.
Dr.
Dr. Jones
Jones.
got the number one nostalgic figs. He won out. Um, Top five must-haves. The first one was number five was Jada Toys Cammy. Um, Cammy was one of my strongest characters to play with back in the day,
Nice.
and Jada brought a strong figure. They brought a good figure for $24.99. Number four, and I think I may go green with this figure, was the SA figure art Ahsoka Tano.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
He's amazing. The best Ahsoka so far.
I agree.
Number three is must have is the Mezco Batman. And that I watch that movie every once in a while just to watch it because I like it so much. And Mezco, they killed it. As Blitz said, Green, he upped the ante on the figure when he told us how to remove the cape and get the collar popping. Number two must have was actually the CT Toys Wolverine because I got knockoff before, but it was high level anticipation for this figure and he did not disappoint at all. Um, Number one must have was the Loose Collector werewolf. Those big ass werewolves, they're so beautiful to photograph, man. They're amazing figures to photograph.
See that detail, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I was nervous about them because you just didn't know if they would be good or not. But once I got them, I'm so glad I got them because they're really good figures. So my top five figures to photograph. Number four, I'm going to start with the Four Horsemen, Cosmic Legion, Fisher Wright. He's supposed to be Fisher Price, but he's Fisher Rice. He, he, he is such an interesting Cosmic Legion figure because he's just different, man. He's fun to photograph, dude. I'm having so much fun. I've already did like half a dozen shots with him, but I still got to post. He's really fun. Number four is the BSP, which is Bunny Suit Planning, the Sophia F. Sterling. She is a waifu figure, and she is awesome to photograph too. I really have had nothing but fun shooting. So prepare for lots of shots of those two characters. Number three is a oldie but goodie. It's Star Wars Clone Wars Black Series. Clone Troopers are so fun to photograph, man, because you can throw them in any type of scene, whether it's indoors, outdoors, and you're having fun with them because they're clones. They're just fun to shoot. Number two, I have the second that I got with this one, and it's the Mafex Daredevil. Such a great
Hell yeah.
I don't think you can take a bad shot at that Mafex Daredevil. And then number one figure to photograph is probably my new collector's Lammer, Day of the Death figure. She she's such a nice figure that makes you kind of challenge to how you would shoot her and what type of shot you do. But when you do shoot her, she looks really good. So
Yeah.
she's fun to shoot. Top 5 accessories of diorama. Number 5, he's technically he's a figure and an accessory, but it's gonna be the Marvel Legends James Hetfield's Rider bike. That bike, I like that bike better than I like Johnny Blaze's bike. So that's why I picked that bike. Number 4 is this shit I'm wearing on my head.
Let's go.
Captain Rex helmet, man. This is like it's worth every penny. It's a fun helmet. I enjoy it. It makes me want to actually think about making an actual Rex costume.
Nice.
Number 3 is going to be the stone layer diorama I got from Jack. Man, that shit is. I've just started diving into it, and just like his diorama he gave me last year, he can prepare himself to get tagged a lot. Really taking shit ton of pictures with that diorama. So get ready, Jedi.
We got like a really bad echo, or is it just me?
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
I think it's my end. Let me.
Are you watching this on two things?
No, I just have my phone. Let me see if I'm gonna shut the mic down and see if it's there, if it helps it.
Okay. Yo. You hear it?
I don't hear no echo now.
No, it's
so
good now.
Because he had the mic in.
It's definitely me. Okay, I'm gonna take off my headphone. Give me a sec.
Sorry about that, guys. I couldn't really hear it as well when I'm talking. Is it still there? Or is it gone?
No, I don't hear it now.
Okay.
No,
Number 2, top 5 accessory dioramas is my Mattel Batman Batmobile RC. That thing is so fun, man. I've yet to take it. I'm gonna take it in the neighborhood, start like actually using it for what it's made for. But it's a really cool action figure accessory to have the Batmobile from the movie. This actually like lights up like it's fun, man. The number 5 top accessory or diorama is pure nostalgia. It's my G.I. Joe Dragonfly, man. It's G.I. Joe, bro. G.I. Joe never lets me down. Hasbro G.I. Joe never lets me down. And the Dragonfly is dope as shit. So, and it's one of those things that I remember, but I never got as a kid, that accessory. But to have it as an adult is dope. So going into my top 5 purchases of the year, number 5 is the Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're going to be on the list because they're the turtles. It's dope. Number 4,
those turtles are
Mezco Dick Tracy, and he's dope.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I
still need to get that one.
He's dope. Yeah. He's such a dope figure. Number 3 is the Gong Studio Superman and Shazam. Those are dope, dude. I haven't even had a chance to start shooting them, but when I do, I know I'm gonna be pleased with them because they're such great figures. So now I'll show off my number 2 and my number 1. Probably already know that he's gonna be on the list, but my number 2 is my Anton Customs John Wick.
Dope.
He's dope, dude. He's such a great figure. Such like fucking gun slides back. Chamber slides back after he shoots.
nice.
It is dope. Missing the finger. Finger's cut off. He's got his little watch. He poses like nobody's business, dude. He's such a good figure, bro.
That beard on him looks really good too.
Dude, he poses like nothing, dude. His dance is so smooth. Like he can pretty much do any pose you want him to do with like no problem. Hold on, let me put him like this. Let me get him set up like this. But he can like pretty much hold his
Nice.
He can do
That's
like
dope.
he's dope, dude. His suit, the bottom of his suit is wired, so it moves out of the way if you want it.
Ooh.
It's just dope, dude. Such a good, and he scales exactly to Keanu Reeves' height with the rest of your other figures.
Nice.
I
So,
smell a John Wick collab coming for January.
man, you got to do it. He's amazing. And my number one fig of the year purchase that I got, fucking Dr. Jones, bro.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Let's do this.
dun,
Let's
dun.
do this. He's so dope, dude. Like he moves like butter. He does. He has the facial expressions. Like the coat doesn't restrict at all. He's double jointed in the coat.
Nice.
That shit, bro. His knapsack is cool. This is the when you were like watching Raiders and Temple of Doom or something as a kid, this is the figure that you would have been like, man, I'll fucking kill to have this shit. This is it. They did it, man. Nesco fucking killed it with this dude. Like, and he
Are you
comes with the actual the temple, I mean the idol statue thing, it's like a paperweight. It's heavy.
Are you
Yeah.
planning on doing some outdoor shots with him?
Oh, I'm getting ready to get crazy with Jones here in a minute.
Oh man.
Like Jones, look at what Jones can do.
Damn.
Jones can
Those moves.
Jones can get down.
I
man.
fucking missed out on him, bro. He's like 250 in the aftermarket right now.
Jones can
Same
jump
for me.
down.
Yeah, look at that shit. Dude, that's a shot right there.
He can shoot
That's
you.
definitely cool right there.
Jones, bro. And you know what? Here's the thing. Hasbro might have been skimping, but they gave you the perfect scale short round to go with Joe Jones.
Oh, that's perfect.
He's perfectly scaled to go with Joe Jones. So
You got that newspapers too, damn.
Jones is dope, dude. Like yeah, they killed it, bro. Like they fucking killed it. And what's neat about it is that his hat, it comes off, right? So you swap out his hair. It gets in there really good, but you can basically his hat swaps off and you can take and he has a hair piece. That way he can hold the hat in his hand and still have his hair out, and it just works out really good. But he's dope. The only drawback is that his whip that he came with isn't bendy wire, but I had already got a bendy wire whip from Gridiron Studios, and it fits perfectly in this thing. So
That's dope.
It just took him over the top. But yeah, Jones is shit, bro. They killed it. And then worst figure of the year. What did he say in the movie? And they blow you up. Fucking Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Let's
I'm a
try
person
spinning.
too.
Let's try making a better figure, Hasbro. Like that figure's trash, bro. That's like the worst thing. That figure's trash.
Garbage.
And he was full price. It's full price for just like crap.
Yeah.
They basically it's like they found a random little boy and put his head on an Anakin body figure. Like
Telling you, it's a stun double.
You know it's so bad.
At least
Even that dude.
Ripping helmet to hide that fugly face sculpt.
I don't think the helmet would help, man. He just have to. You gonna have to find a custom head for him, but it's not worth like. Are you really gonna pay $45?
112 paper bag. Put over his head.
Yeah,
112 paper bag.
yeah, 112 paper bag for that. And he's like,
Just give him a COVID mask.
it's that figure's horrible, bro. Like I can't believe that. I can't believe that went through production and they cleared it. Yeah, put it out.
That was the wrong midichlorians that Qui-Gon was looking at.
That damn figure. It's damn, dude. And I think I forget who it was. Because I chose their shot for one of the pick bars, but I bigged them up because the most excellent thing about the shot was that you couldn't see the front of the fucking Anakin figure. He can only be photographed if he's facing with his back to you. like shit. It's like for all those Walking Dead affiliates out there, he's one of those figures that needs to look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. Look away. Yeah, he's horrible, bro. Like, yeah. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 for Anakin Skywalker. Green, what you got for us?
All right, so I'm gonna start out with the must-haves. So some of I didn't have time to grab everything, so I grabbed a few. But for must-haves, number 5 is the SHF re-release of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the
Hello there.
episode 1 version.
Nice.
Because out of all my Black series, I never got the original episode 1 Obi-Wan, and it was like extremely pricey to get. So when honestly that release, the one with Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul, that was the one that got me into the SHF Star Wars, which they're doing banger work. Like their shit's fire.
Yes.
But the Obi-Wan I never got. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, I got to get that to complete the collection. And then I ended up getting Qui-Gon and Maul too, because I was like, well, gotta have all three, right? So that's number 5. Number 4 comes from a purchase at Legion's Con, which was the Headless Horseman figure obscura. Ever since I saw that thing, I thought that was an amazing figure. The horse, the head sculpt where you can take off the head and have him hold it. That was sick. So as soon as I saw it there, and I got it for a great price, I was like, yep, give me that.
Hell yeah.
Number 3 is Hayatoy's Ghidorah.
Nice.
That thing is a center shelf centerpiece. Like, I'm a big Godzilla fan. Always have been. Ghidorah is one of my favorites, and as soon as I saw Hayatoy's was putting out the Ghidorah from the movie, and once I saw that thing and saw what it could do, that had to be in my collection. So number 2 is this guy right here, Mezco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
Pattinson knocked it out of the park. I mean,
Bro.
what else can be said about this guy that hasn't been said already? But he's amazing. Had to have him as soon as he went up. And then number 1, I mean, come on, must have. As soon everybody, like, this guy is so pricey, and as soon as he re-released, like, everybody swarmed to him.
Yep.
And this figure, he doesn't let down. So that's my 5 must-haves. Let's go to nostalgia. So as you know, I'm a big wrestling fan. I was big into WCW, the Attitude Era of WWF. That's when I started. And out of all the figures, I never had an Attitude Era Rock. And so as soon as he re-released, or the latest Ultimate version of him, I don't know if that was a re-release or not, or a new figure.
With the long sideburns?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a re-release.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I never got that, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Yep, that is my Rock. That's the one I want in my collection." So yeah, definitely hits all the nostalgia points for me.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Number 4 is a figure that is from one of my favorite movies growing up, and one that has been very much anticipated from everybody, was the NECA TMNT Master Tatsu.
Yes.
That figure was a long time coming. He was one of the gaping holes in that movie collection.
Mhm.
And I was so happy when they finally were able to release. We have somebody coming in.
Yeah, we got Raven, but keep going.
Raven.
Let's
What up,
go.
guys?
Yo.
But yeah, and they knocked it out of the park with Tatsu's face sculpts, the likeness, the soft goods.
Mhm.
That's one of their best figures. That movie line kills. So that's number 4. Number 3 is SHF Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon were very big for me growing up.
Mhm.
And I've always wanted good Yu-Gi-Oh figures. And then when SHF dropped their blue eyes and then their red eyes, I was like, yes, these are the figures to get. And the blue eyes, like I've shown off his articulation before. Like that thing, you can bend him and twist him every which way, and he looks amazing. So that's number 3. Number 2 would be these guys right here. So I'm a big Power Rangers guy. I also grew up with big bad Beetleborgs. We've never
Yeah.
had good big bad Beetleborgs figures before until these guys came along.
Nice.
I forget the company that makes them, but they're the model kits.
Oh.
They look
They've
really
only
good for model
re-released
kits.
Bobos, right?
Yeah. But they're model kits, but they're fully articulated, got butterfly joints.
Oh shit.
Um,
That's
like
dope.
they can do everything your standard action figure can do. They just fall apart more easily, and you have to put them back together. But this is the shadow board, and I grouped these two together because they kind of work in tandem. Like, so you get the standard blue beetle board, but he comes with parts to make him into the super beetle board, like the backpack and the jets
Mm.
and the gun,
Oh.
Nice.
and like
Smart marketing right there.
so the gun, you can like take the dagger out, and then it can morph just
Oh
like the
shit.
show.
Ooh.
Like these things are amazing. Great nostalgia points. Beetleborgs, big fan. I can't wait to get the rest of the team. And then number 1 would be the SHF Darth Maul.
Oh, sick.
Darth Maul was another figure, Star Wars figure that I was never able to get. And being such a badass, you got to have a Darth Maul in your collection. And SHF, again, with the re-releases to the... Sorry, I knocked a piece off my... I figure I was putting it back on. But... And they've been knocking it out with the re-releases, like adding the soft goods, the updated head sculpts. That was just a no-brainer, and that thing is amazing. I've enjoyed recreating shots from the movie with him, with the other figures. Yeah, he's number 1 on my nostalgia list.
Nice.
Last we shall have our revenge.
Accessory time. Number 5 would be the operating table
Oh,
from
sick.
Frankenstein Figure Obscura. This thing is so fun. I've done countless shots with this, with several different figures, and it works for everybody. And I'm also including the little operating table that comes with it.
Yes.
That makes for a great duo with the straps and the way you can pose it. Like this thing is awesome. So that's number 5. Number 4, as Blitz has already brought up, the Plunderling boat. This thing is so fun.
Let's go.
This has become Popeye's boat. Like this is his vessel for now. But yeah, this thing is so fun. The detail is amazing. And just the fact that we were able to just grab it off the table like that. It has a great story behind it too. And then we have number 3 comes from the wizard himself, Jedi Jack, is the Hangman's Galore.
Yeah.
Picked up from Legion's Con.
That's so dope.
This is amazing. You can put pretty much any figure in it, and just the amount of detail and love that was put into this.
Damn.
You know what would be a really great shot with that? A Popeye shot and him like reaching for his like spinach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like trying to break out.
Yeah.
He's using the pipe to suck the spinach off the table.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then number 2 would be the Extreme Sets Hallways diorama.
Nice.
That was my first Extreme Sets, and I've used it in several shots.
And you killed it, bro.
Killing it.
And I have to shout out the man who got it for me, Mr. Toy Addict 17.
Yo.
He picked it up at one of his local shops that was having a big sale. I got it for super cheap.
That's dope.
And he shipped it to me, and huge shout out for him. Yeah, definitely would love to get more Extreme Sets if I have more room.
There you go. You got
that huge ass Ghidorah, bro.
Right.
I know, and then I'm gonna have a big ass dragon too. So
Ghidorah's gonna look so small next to it.
Right.
I got to do a shot with those two. You know how much? I have to clear out like my entire living room for this.
Yo, and then you could caption it. You could be like, "That's not a dragon. This is a dragon."
Yeah.
When your son gets bullied at school and he has to go get his daddy.
Yeah. Bring your baby dragon to school day.
And then of course, number 1 is the diodes from Mr. Jedi Jack himself. The reversible stone and temple scenes, like those, he knocked it out of the park. And plus, it was my first diorama for first of many, I should say.
There you go.
Mr. Jedi Jack, and he just blew it out of the water. I still have so many ideas for shots to do with those. Like it's crazy. So yeah, those knock it out for accessories. My favorite to photograph, number 5 would be the Savage Crucible figures.
Nice.
Specifically Como.
Como still, dude.
Right, so this is obviously a new line I've gotten into this year, and especially on this guy, just the amount of detail in the scaling and the spikes and stuff on the armor, like they're so fun to shoot, and all the accessories and the abilities to pop and swap, like they create countless of opportunities for fun.
Dude, not only that, but they're like so fairly priced, dude. It's crazy the price of are for what the figure it is.
That's
and I will say this: the articulation on these is a lot better than Mythics, in my opinion. They are so buttery smooth. The only thing is, of course, the ankles. They don't stand very well. Yeah, they're fixing that. But yeah, that is my only gripe. These things are so fun. Savage Crucible is going to be a big part of my collection next year. Number 4 is Hi Toys Godzilla. That thing is beautiful. Nice. So fun to shoot. Which has spawned me to get Ghidorah and like 20 more Godzillas I have on pre-order. So that thing takes number 4. Number 3 is NECA's Toga and Razar.
Oh yeah.
Toga, Razar,
they're babies. The detail on these is unlike anything I've ever seen. Like it looked like they have come like ripped right out of the movie. Like just like even even the mouth and the lips have that glossy texture to them. Like he's been drooling, and like he has the chains, and they're just so fun to shoot and so fun to recreate. All the different scenes from the movie. I'm like, and to check this out. One of the best things of like this dude, This posable eyebrows.
Nice.
That's so good. How you gonna have articulated eyebrows?
Do you smell what Toka's cooking? But yeah,
Nah.
like these things are beautiful. Like the amount of detail just shines through. Like, look at that shell.
Damn.
That's
It
dope.
looks like a movie miniature.
Yeah, yeah. Like if these were definitely stop motions, I could definitely see like this being like one of the models that they use on set.
Mm.
Number 3. Number 2 to photograph would be Mr. Theodore Sod Cutter.
Nice.
Like there are so many different ways you can shoot him, so many different scenarios, and just with all the accessories that he has, like I've shot him countless times, and some of the shots I've done with him have been some of my favorite that I've taken this year.
That's good.
He is just that fun to shoot. You can put him into a lot of different scenarios, mixing with a lot of different characters. So number 2 goes to Theodore Sod Cutter, and number 1 goes to the man of the hour, Mr. Popeye.
Oh, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
I'm strong to the finish because I eat me spinach. Yeah, like there's not a lot more that needs to be said. Like I think the thing I like most about this guy is creating the different scenarios with him.
Yeah.
Like trying to figure out how to do boating scenes or how to create a dock scene.
Mm-hmm.
And really challenge yourself to do different things because he comes from a different world. Like you want to try to fit him into to his universe, and it's fun trying to recreate that for him. Yeah, number 1 is Popeye. What we got left? Just purchases. All right.
There you
Top
go.
5. All right, number 5. Coming through with our CT Toys.
Oh, yeah.
Mopx Wolverine. This thing has always been one of mine, but because of the price, they kind of turned me away. But as soon as I saw CT Toys was doing one, and with my previous experience with this company, I knew they would completely knock it out of the park, and they did. This guy is so good. He can pose so well. Like, there's no way you would know this is a bootleg.
He looks dope.
Yeah, he's amazing, bro. He's dope.
That is the perfect Marvel versus Capcom Wolverine, bro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Now that is beauty right there.
Yeah. And the Tiger Stripe version should be coming pretty soon as well.
Yeah, he is on the way. He's on the way.
Great.
So that's number 4. Number 5. Number 4 would be 4 Horsemen Frankenstein.
Nice.
Like, this Benny knows this. This was my very first purchase at Legion's Con.
Yep.
This was one of the things that I knew I wanted going in, and it just so happened to be one of the first things I saw. And I do not regret this one bit. The different looks you can put him in, and his accessories. He comes with the medical table, the stretcher, tons of I don't even know, like a bunch of electrical medical
Whole lab
stuff.
kit.
Lab kit, yeah.
Pretty much.
My only gripe, I would say, is I do wish the cloak would have been soft goods.
Right.
But it serves its purpose. It looks badass.
I don't think it affects the look of it at all. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like it's very soft too.
It is. It gets out the way if you need it to.
And it looks like a coat someone like that would wear, because I don't know, like whenever you leave, like you wear the same stuff forever, and then it just starts like getting super hard and shit.
That's true, Vico. Damn, Vico coming with the science, man. Dropping the Bill 9. Dropping the Bill 9.
And I'm also glad they went with this version of Frankenstein too, right? The
Yeah.
Mary Shelley version instead of like the
Yeah.
classic Universal monster look.
Right.
They knocked it out of the park.
That head
Um,
sculpt dude reminds me of this parody character, this famous Mexican comedian. He does a parody of Marley Manson, but his name is like Marley Manso, which is Manson means like dumb, and like the head, that particular head sculpt looks just like him, dude. It's so crazy. Yeah, that one, man. Oh man, he looks
That's the face
exactly like.
expression you make when you don't get what you want for Christmas on Christmas Day.
no, I'm sad.
I wonder why.
All right. And then number 3 is Batman.
Yes.
But not the Batman you're thinking of.
Oh, what?
So
Oh, what
I got
Batman?
I got the Hush Batman
Oh,
from
yes.
our good friend Zombie Clown.
He's dope.
And I gotta say, you get 2 figures in one. You get the Batman, which is amazing, the accessories that he comes with. And then you get this monster of a cape. Like this thing is a character in itself. Like this thing is so fun to pose. Like this is one of my favorite Batman figures. Like
Monfix don't. They don't fuck around.
they don't. So yeah, this Monfix Batman, the Hush Batman is number 3. Number 2 is Popeye. Of course, I have to make the list again. You know it. And then number 1 goes out to they've been on this list previously, but this goes out to First Strike Figs. Josh graciously hooked me up with the Grail that I've been looking for a long time, which is Toka and Roswell.
Yeah.
Hey.
I only need I think like 2 more figures to complete the movie line. And
nice.
these were on my Grail list for many, many years. And Josh had them at a good price, and I was like, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'll hook you up." And
That's dope.
like these things are in amazing quality. Yeah, Toka and Rosar, number 1.
What are you missing?
Damn. What's the worst thing, brother? What's the worst shit?
All right, so
Are we
the worst
going 3 for
pick
3? Let's see.
It's also a Black Series figure, but it is. I grouped these 2 together. It's the Balin and Shin because Hasbro is so cheap. Like they knew about the height difference. We had to go in and fix that. That was a pain. Like that should have been obvious. Then these motherfuckers go and re-release the same damn figures, no fixes, and give us the cloak that we should have got before. What the fuck is that? That shit's dirty. It's dirty. No, get the fuck on with that. No. I am so mad about these figures now, just out of principle. So yeah, that is my worst purchase.
Because they got the cake.
Dirty.
Do you have them? Do you have them?
Capes, but they're the same damn inferior figure.
Yeah. And then they're so bad they had to go back and re-release a second version to fix the lightsaber color.
Jesus.
And then they released a third version that I'm sure came with the corrected lightsaber version. No height fixes. And the cloak that should have came with it before. What the fuck? So yeah.
The
You can suck at Hasbro.
Hasbro doesn't get the opportunity to call themselves lazy because we're the Lazy Boys. It's trademark.
Right.
We got the fucking YouTube account. Stop doing lazy work, Hasbro.
They knew exactly what they were doing with that shit. Like,
Lazy sons of
The completionists and people who collect all Black Series figures, they still brought it. And that's what Hasbro was like reaching to when they was like, you know what, we're gonna re-release to infinity and beyond.
Mhm.
Release the trash. That's a good list, though, Green. That's good. Those are good.
Ray
Again, a
Ban,
lot
good
of
to see you.
variety. A lot of variety, man.
Ravens.
What's up? What's up, Raven?
What up?
Raven, what you got for us?
Nice.
Mine comes tomorrow.
I got 2 more coming this week.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That'd be 4. Yeah. So I haven't been too active because my kid's been here, but I was able to build my lists. The only figure I've got to show is this guy because, well, top 5 purchases of the year. He's number 1.
Nice.
He
Hell yeah.
made my number 1. This guy is by far my favorite Savage that they've released yet. And just because his color scheme, the paint apps, the feet, the weapon packs that he comes with, the mystery weapons that he comes with. I mean, everything that they did with this figure and how fast they got him out was, phenomenal. I mean, because, Mezco's still waiting on Doc Knock. Let's go. McFarlane, where's that medieval spawn?
Dang.
Let's go.
Dang.
Anyways, I'm bitching about that tonight. Tonight's the good stuff. But yeah, so this figure when I opened, when they sent me one and I opened them up, I was just blown away. I mean, the weapons, you haven't seen these weapons yet, and just the paint on these weapons,
Oh,
the
shit.
gold,
The blood.
the hilt. And this one doesn't have the blood, but the other ones, now these.
That's dope.
That's nice.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's really dope.
So, and then the final sword. Oh, come on, let go. Just the way they build these swords up. The detail that goes into them. And they knocked it out of the park with this guy. And he's the same body with different paints and different armor, but the way they put the armor together and the paint apps they put on him, he's completely different figure. He's amazing. And the feet, why I still miss their toe articulation, and I still can take my Savage feet and put them on here if I wanted it.
That's true.
Because they're a little bit lighter in color, but I mean nobody's looking at the feet when they're in shadow. So, but yeah, the feet are definitely improvement because he stands. I don't have to worry about him falling over or anything like that. And then like the extra detail they put like in the paint on the neck and the body.
Ooh.
So that's what I got him, and I've been shooting him like nonstop. So again, number 2, Savage Crucible Wave 1, everything in Wave 1.
Nice.
When I got those this year, those have been the things that I've shot, probably the most out of any of my figures. With the whole Savage Saturdays and stuff like that, I've tried to fit a Savage Crucible and as much stuff as I can. Third is the Mezco Popeye. Phenomenal. Sorry, phenomenal figure. That guy was, definitely top 5. Fourth one, Gaslight Joker.
Nice.
Looking for him forever,
Yeah.
and I love that figure. Everything that he came with, the way he looks, the way he poses. I've got a bunch of pictures I've done with him I haven't dropped yet. And he kind of goes with my next one, the NECA Vincent Price.
Nice.
NECA did a really, really, really good job with that one. From the 3 different head sculpts
going through his ages when he's young, middle to old. They have different expressions. The little cigarettes that they had in, just the little the raven that they put in there, the black cat they put in there. I mean, they really did a good job with accessorizing him right.
Right.
And then you get his cooking book, his cookbook. That was pretty cool too. So next is, what's the next list? Top 5 accessories of dioramas.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with number 5. Simple backdrop cityscapes. I got those this year because I was sticking mainly to the like the forest and the ponds and the interiors. Well, I decided to take a chance once I got those knockoff Spider-Mans at the cityscapes, and those are beautiful. They, I have a daylight, like mid-morning, sunset, then a nighttime, and then a third or fourth one that's kind of like a different angle for like swinging through the city. I mean, those backdrops just pop. Let's see. Fourth is the Extreme Sets Temple. That was one of the biggest ones I used for a lot of shots. Third is Extreme Sets Mansion. Love that thing. That thing's been set up for a while. That's all my Christmas shots, and that was most of my like horror shots. Just building that up. Second is the MMM Toys Castle Corridor.
Nice.
And it was hard to choose between that one and the gates because the gates.
Oh yeah, the gates are sick.
The gates are sick, but I got the gates last year, so didn't buy it this year. So I had to use the Castle Corridor. And number 1 is well, I mean, does it need to be said? JJ Toys, Jedi Jack, all of his diodes that he's built for.
Yeah.
Those are in constant use in one way or another, either as a brick, stone wall, a corridor, whatever I need it for. I have so many now that I can just build whatever I need, and they look great in every shot.
Right. The gift keeps on giving.
I'm telling you. Top 5 figs to photograph.
All right.
Number 5 is my Warhammer 40K Deathsworn Space Wolf.
Nice.
Those Deathsworn, I love. I've got. I went through my stuff and counted like how many shots I've done with all these figures, and released and non-released, and that guy was definitely in the top running. Next is that NECA Vincent Price. I've had him for maybe 3 weeks, and I've probably got about 60 or 70 shots I haven't dropped yet.
Yes.
So that guy, Third is Mythic Legion Skeletons.
There you go.
All of them. If it's a skeleton, I'm shooting it, and they just make that right skeleton. So
they do.
Second is my Savage Crucible Royal Guard. He was my favorite before this guy.
Okay.
That Royal Guard, just the way his armor looked, and then the different head sculpts he had with the frilled and non-frilled head. I love that figure. I think I've got like 3 or 4 of them too. And number 1,
what?
He doesn't get enough respect. Marvel the Hood, Bill.
Yes, Bill.
Bill, there you go. You made these certain categories, and he finally found his number 1 spot.
He will fill out
a
shot like nobody's business. Old Bill.
I mean, he is.
Are we all in agreement that Bill is the tribal chief of the toy community?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the toy action figures, not the toy community.
Tribal chief.
That belongs to Chubsy.
Let's see. Top 5 must-haves.
Okay.
All right. Number 5 is my Abyss Force Great White and Tiger Shark.
Nice.
Again, 2 years now. 2 years.
Yeah.
Still waiting. I still want them. Number 4 is my Doc Knock. Same problem. But I must have those. Those are must-haves because, one, the sharks I've been waiting on forever, but those ones, they're going to fit with so many of my shots. Doc Knock, the same thing. I've got a whole storyline built up around Doc Knock and Popeye. So, Mezco, I need him here.
Make it happen.
Third is whatever Savage Crucible drops.
Nice.
They're wave 2s, they're wave 3s, wave 4s, whatever. They drop it, I'm getting it. I'm so hooked on those that, yeah, that's a must-have every time they drop something. Speaking of which, number 2 is the Shielded Desera, the albino savage.
Nice.
4 of those 2, definitely, right off the bat. Number 1 for my must-haves, because once they get here, I will have a full faction, and that's my Mythic Legion's Necronominous wave.
Oh, that's sick.
So once they get here, that will complete my full faction for now until they drop something else of the Necronominous.
That's dope.
So they drop like his stepfather and then.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Louis, the third cousin, twice removed or some shit. He's only half a zombie or something. Yeah, he's got gangrene on his left toe.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Now, top 5 nostalgia figs.
Okay.
This year, with everything, like one of them is an old one that's dropped a while back, but the rest are just all pre-ordered. They're already pre-ordered, and it's not even half the list of pre-order. But of all the things I have on pre-order right now, they make up 80% of it.
Damn.
And number 5 is, this is the one that already released, was the Gamera anime, the SHF Gamera anime figure.
That's dope.
Just between it and Gamera 2, that one just looked the bulkier and the more mean looking one. I believe he would take better pictures than the thinner looking one. Okay. The other one looks like he's starving. So I found that one. I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's the beast I want to fucking shoot with. Nice. Number 4 is the Haya Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, Ghost Godzilla, one with the white eyes.
Yeah.
That when I saw they were dropping him, I was like, done. That was quick, fast. Next is the Millennia Godzilla, the Godzilla with the purple spines.
Yes.
Always been one of my favorites. And the top 2 is a set. Number 2 is Ghidorah. Number 1 is Godzilla from the Godzilla versus Ghidorah. That classic 3-headed Ghidorah. They dropped it. I'm like, done. That's the one I want.
Yep.
The new one's cool, fine, but that's the one I grew up watching.
Yeah, Henson.
That's the one I want.
Henson.
And from what I hear, they're working on a Mecha Ghidorah too.
Oh shit!
So that will probably go on the list as well.
I need to rent out another apartment.
Shit, I'm going to need a whole new house.
I can't put up any more wall shelves like
right.
Year.
But yep, that's it. That's it for the 5 lists.
Those are good. And I love how your must-haves were ones that you're still anticipating, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason to pre-order them, man. I mean,
I like that.
That Doc Knock, when I first saw him, was a must-have.
Oh yeah.
When he first dropped, that was a must-have, and then the Necrominous Wave. Yeah, that's 2 years in the waiting process. Everything on my must-have list is got
2 years in the waiting.
Yes.
If I'm gonna say if Knock or any of those Necronomicons, if Knock or any of those showed up, they would have been on the list. So they didn't make it because
there's always next year.
They're out on the water somewhere. They're out on the water, whatever that means.
Fellas,
well, hey, Mezco says they're in stock. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
They keep saying, "Oh, we're in stock,"
but I gotta be up very, very early for work.
Oh, no worries, brother.
Yeah, no worries,
man. Man.
Yeah.
You're almost at vacation time. You got a little bit left to go.
I'm literally
so close.
I have the double tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'm going in at 5, and I'm leaving after my cycle 1 loads out at 11.
Nice.
And my phone is going off.
Yeah.
Yes. Just
Fuck
throw
that
it.
shit.
Just throw it. Hey, on your way
No,
home, out
I'm
the
not gonna
window.
throw
Just
it. No,
throw it.
I still need a phone.
Right.
But Merry Christmas, fellas.
Merry
It's been an
Christmas.
Yes,
amazing
sir.
year
Merry
with you
Christmas,
guys.
brother.
So many highlights, and I can't wait for what 2025 brings for all of us with
Mhm.
toys. Excuse me. Events, meeting
Mhm.
up again for Legions Con. It's
Mhm.
gonna be a blast.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I had a blast 2024. I went broke plenty of times, more times than I can remember.
What it's all about.
2025, let's go even broker.
Right.
Man, I'm already broke through 2026. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Broke ahead of time.
We don't think
Yeah,
about the
sounds about
future. We
right.
think about the present.
There you go.
But much love to all you guys, man.
Always,
It's an honor
always,
always
man,
going
always.
on the show with you guys.
Absolutely,
Um,
brother.
and next year we're gonna continue to do what we do and be lazy and appreciate the community and go big or go home. That's what we do.
You heard the man. Nothing
Yes,
but
Much
sir.
love
love.
to everybody.
Mhm.
Have a good night.
Yes,
Merry
brother.
Christmas. Happy
Merry
Kwanzaa.
Christmas, sir.
Grimace.
I can't think of any other way to say it. I was trying to, but my head is like right now. So, I will say this. This is for Vico because I know eventually he'll ask me. So, fuck McFarlane.
Yeah.
That's for you, Vico.
Let's go.
But you fellas have a great night and a very great holiday, and I'll see you in 2025.
All right, brother. Much
Sure.
Feliz
love.
Later,
Navidad.
fellas. Much
Much
love.
Peace
love
out,
to you.
brother. Yeah. He dropped it on us. I appreciate it, man. That's dope. He dropped it on us.
Oh,
He did it.
man.
I was hoping if he didn't do it, Vico, I was gonna ask him anyway. But
I love it, bro. I love it.
we had
It's
to get one more.
cool.
2024. We had to get one more. That's dope, dude. No, man. It's this man. Everybody's list were killing it tonight, man. There's a lot of variety, man. I loved it. It was just so much variety. And like, because I can think back like 2 or 3 years ago, dude. It was pretty much just like Hasbro McFarlane, Hasbro McFarlane,
Yep.
Hasbro McFarlane. Now it's like everything. It's so many different figures out here.
Third party coming in the race.
Well, it's crazy because each one of us had figures on our thing that some of the other of us haven't even bought yet or haven't even looked into that line, and it's like it's dope, dude. That's amazing. That just shows that the community has so much more to offer when you free yourself and you allow yourself to just have fun in it. You're not pigeonholed into one. I gotta only get this or only look at this. If you free yourself up, man, there's so much stuff you can let yourself see, man. And it just shows it shines so much this year. So that's why next year it should be fun as hell. It should be really fun. It should be really fun.
So
Now,
I've got some intel. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vico.
Go ahead.
I got some intel for you guys.
Okay.
Apparently, Toddy Mac is watching your show because I just got a notification that my spawn will be here Thursday.
I just got the
Kickstarter. The Kickstarter message.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. He's regardless of what Blitz says, I'm gonna help you out for Christmas.
Dude, now I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Do you think like with all the head swabs and all the hand swabs and all these accessories and everything that they put, all this love that you've been getting from different companies into a figure, you think where was I going? You think they go like they know that their figures are being photographed?
yeah, I think so. I think they do. I think that because like you showed me tonight, I didn't even know this, Pico, but for McFarlane to start including face swaps like SH Figure Arts, he has to know that people are taking lots of shots of it. So, because it gives you those different expressions, gives you those different emotions that you're seeing. So
Like the new figures that he's dropping off right now, like the new Guy Gardner and what was the other one that he's dropping? A new figure.
I'm definitely
they're coming with face swaps, dude.
I'm definitely getting Guy Gardner because he's my favorite Green Lantern, and I'm getting Power Girl because I love Power Girl. So it's like,
And that guy Gardner has 2 different hair swaps.
yeah, he has 2 heads.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
So it's a guy. I'm gonna buy it. So
I think Toddy just finally started listening.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Because oh my god, that King Kong action figure is so bad.
Which
He
one?
looks this guy. I saw this guy do a review on him, and like he loved it, and I respect him for that. But that Godzilla, not Godzilla, that King Kong figure looks like one of those.
No.
One of those.
Yeah.
He looks like a bootleg Godzilla, bro. Like the ones that you get at the
Yeah.
flea market.
Yeah. That was
So bad.
That was so. No, I was like, man, just leave it. Just leave that whole comic alone. Just don't
Just
even go
don't,
into the
God.
kaiju realm, please.
It's like I feel like Johnny Depp, dude. I'm trying to defend you, but then you go and tell the world that you pooped on my bed, dude.
Well, and you know, Godzilla and Superman's coming next,
No,
it is, isn't it? And
no,
it's gonna be
no,
bad.
man, no.
and I can't wait to see that because I need a laugh.
But I mean,
I might buy it just to have my Hiya toys fuck it up.
exactly.
Just you're an imposter.
Rip the
Beat
arms
it.
and the tail off, just use it for parts.
Yep.
I hope he understands how bad he did that. So hopefully he'll fix it.
Oh, check it out. Shout out, man. Happy birthday, brother. Samurai Chris, what's up, man? Happy
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Nice.
man.
I have to be 4-8 tomorrow.
That's crazy.
That's what's up, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I hit 4-8 tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't look a day over 47, bro.
Somebody told me that in a tattoo shop the other day. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm not buying a tattoo for me. Just you don't have to sweet talk me.
But yeah, it's been I think a lot of the toy manufacturers are paying. I mean, they have to be when you've got all these third parties cropping up and making what's not made or what's not, like I showed you guys the Deadpool and Wolverine, like that wouldn't have been made if the third parties didn't know that like we're out here doing stuff, that they're out here getting the opportunity to see stuff. So it's nice, man. It's nice.
Another thing they got to see is, especially with us, with us tagging the companies in all of our shots, they start seeing a drop in their tags.
Yeah.
But you see CD Toys, you see third parties, and all these guys, all their coverage get larger, and theirs, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why are people not tagging us anymore? Oh shit, that's why. Okay.
No,
Hasbro.
hey man, the thing is that like you this year showed the figure manufacturing industry that people have choices.
Yep.
It showed, and you can either pay attention to what's happening to your consumers, or you can pretend like you don't know what your consumers are doing, and you know what eventually happens there. You go extinct as a manufacturer. So
I think in a way they do know. It just falls into the aspect of they just don't care.
Right. But they got to care at some point, because here's the thing. If you making stuff and your stuff immediately going to Ollie's and Ross, then you better start figuring out what you're doing, man, because you're losing.
Yeah.
You're bleeding
Not
out.
even making a month, even a month in the big box stores.
Yeah.
They're going
Like,
to these second party.
In my personal opinion, I think Hasbro made a horrible decision on taking away the Lightning collection from Power Rangers. I think they did.
Absolutely.
They're going to regret that.
Oh, they totally gonna regret it, because someone's going to grab it and someone's gonna bring it. I
want
wouldn't
to
be
see Jada
surprised.
do it.
What's that?
I want to see Jada do it.
That's what I was about to say, Ray. If
Ooh,
Jada
yeah.
grabs it, it's game over. They're done. Because they're gonna come out with such quality figures that, and they're not gonna. One thing about Jada, unlike Hasbro, they're not gonna give you half-ass teams.
No.
They will give you the full team. They'll release the whole
Whole
team.
team in one go.
Look at that
Honestly.
dude, man. Such a good figure, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you're talking five characters in a team, right?
Yep.
5 figures in a team.
Yep.
Sometimes 3.
Yep.
That's easy for
They
them to
pumped
drop
out
at
how
one
many
spot.
already for Street
It
Fighter?
is.
So I mean, it's this month you get this team. This month, a couple months later you get this team. A couple months later, hey, here's this team.
Yep.
They could have the entire Ranger Corps in a matter of like 3 or 4 years.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
And then all those ones that the fans are missing, they're going to be like, Hasbro, what? Yeah. Next.
And they're going to be
Yeah,
better
okay.
articulated than Hasbro's too.
Right. Like I can envision if they don't figure it out that in a minute Hasbro's going to be reduced to just Transformers and GI Joe, bro. Because they're gonna mess up and lose Star Wars and Marvel because they're not doing it right.
Well, what was the rumor that somebody was trying to buy Marvel out from underneath them already?
Well, Elon is rumored to try and buy Hasbro, but
McFarlane.
But McFarlane was rumored too. But I think that they're gonna have to figure it out, man. Because their only toy lines that are doing well is Transformers and Joe. Transformers and Joe are okay. They're fine.
Because listen, like in a world right now, how everything's going up, and Jada Toy brings you a $24.99 action figure, and it comes with a metal dog tag.
I know.
It comes with full articulation, 2 head sculpts, 2 hand sculpts. Like and it's a great
special effects. And battle effects,
Yeah, and battle effects. You're right. So I don't know, man. If they got to figure it out, they can't stop. It's like,
where you can do it, you just choosing not.
They're choosing not to because their excuse for licensing fee is bullshit. It doesn't cost that much. Because you just like you just showed us earlier, Vico, with Diamond Select or Marvel Select. Those figures are amazing, and they aren't that much more than the Marvel Legends.
Yeah, like this one, dude. He comes with 2 chairs, a bottle, a broken bottle, and 3 exchangeable hands, and 2 head sculpts, dude. And he looks amazing, dude.
Yep.
That would be considered deluxe at Marvel.
$24.99, dude. How can you beat that? $24.99.
And yet Marvel or Hasbro will release Spider-Man. It won't even come with all the hands that he needs. It's like
they're 30 now. They're not even 24 anymore. They're $30 now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And then if you want to get their deluxe,
he's right. And with the Jada Toys, there's special specific effects, not just reused effects. They're the effects for that character.
Yep. So, I think the only reused effects were the ones between Ken and Ryu, but they had the same.
They have the same power. Yeah.
So I mean, that's an obvious one. Okay. Well,
and if you look at that,
and they changed colors. They changed the colors on it at least.
Yeah.
If you look at the same colors, they have the hands inside the Hadouken ball.
They do have the hands inside the thing, which is sick.
That was a nice touch.
Not only that, but on their Mega Man figures, they did extraordinary. And on their cereal mascot figures for General Mills.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. We'll see. But I think the biggest thing, hopefully, they learned this year was that people have choice, just like I said earlier. So
and they're going to choose the now everybody is, instead of quantity, well, unlike me with these guys, but they're choosing quality. But I get both of them in these guys. So.
Exactly.
So that's I love these. But yeah, you don't have to. You're not forced to buy these figures anymore because you think that's the only way you're going to get it.
Right.
With all these other companies coming out and say, "Well, that one sucks."
Mm-hmm.
I heard this one's coming out from over here. I'm going to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bonus on both sides because
it is.
You're not buying this one now at full price. You're going to wait for the other one. If you don't like the other one, hey, guess what? I can go to Ollie's and get that one for half price now.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Well,
And
shit,
most
like
time you only
Vivo,
got to wait like 2 months.
like
You
Vivo
know?
said, you're getting it at a third of price because nowadays you can wait on Marvel Legends $30 and get it Ollie's for $9.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, quick, easy.
Yeah.
Or Ross for like
Or wrong.
$5.
Exactly. We'll see,
So
man. But yeah, I'm excited for next year, man. It's gonna be good. I think I mirror like Jedi Jack said that in March the dragon will kind of guide what your purchases are because everybody's gonna
yeah.
be focused on getting that. Because I mean, here's the thing. Even if you think the dragon's out of your price margin, please consider it. Now, I don't work for fucking Four Horsemen or nothing like that, but please consider it because it's one of those things that, like Blitz said earlier, regular people that don't even buy action figures or toys are going to purchase a dragon because it's one of those things that once they get it and it's off the market, that shit might pay your bills if you sell it in the future.
Yeah.
Because the shit's I imagine the dragon's going to be similar to the cell barge from Hasbro Star Wars boxes.
The Jabba
The cell barge is still several $1,000s now. If you want a cell barge, it's just the way it is.
Did any of you get that Jabba the Hutt?
I think Blitz did.
Yeah, I got him too. The 6, but
Yeah.
Blitz got him for the low price. But yeah, the dragon. Yeah, I think that's worthy investment for any collector, not just toy collectors or whatever, because it's one of those things that even if you got the room for it, you got the box or keep the shit in the box. Couple years, shit, sell it for $4,000 and do what you do.
Yeah.
With it. Like that.
No, I'm wavering on getting that one now. Before I was all in. I was like, I don't care, I'm all in. And I don't know. I don't know now.
The thing is what's crazy about it is they got payment plans on the fucking day. Like it's they're setting the bar that if Hasbro's paying attention, if McFarlane's paying attention, anybody out there paying attention, they're going to set the bar going forward for how people do these HasLab type things. Because everybody else is collecting your money and whatever. These guys are putting it out there, gonna give you payment plans on an item that's going to appreciate times 4 once it's out. So it's like it's
not more, yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy, man, but it just makes me excited about next year because it makes the other companies try and figure out how I'm going to bring something special to the customers instead of being lazy. Like, because a lot of them are being lazy right now.
Am I going to play this, repaint, resell, redo, or am I going to blow their minds with something that we haven't dropped yet?
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what these other guys are doing, but it has been a great year, man, and it's been one hit after another, and I'm looking forward to next year what they bring out, man. Really looking forward to what they
Hopefully
do.
they bring out even if they have that same dragon, just giving a different just dropping in different colors. Maybe like a little.
Oh well, they're probably going to.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be just for the simple fact of Blitz was saying 5 pillars. The 5 pillars. The first pillar is a dragon.
Yeah.
So are the other 4 dragons? Are they going to drop 4 more? Is this their test run saying, okay, let's see how big we can make this one and see how many people buy this one. And if it does well, which everybody knows that it's going to,
right?
How are they going to top that with their next dragon? Or are they going to give us something different? Are they going to give us a griffin? Are they going to give us some other mythical beastie that goes along in the dragon realm that's of that size?
That's right.
So I mean, the pillars might not be different dragons. I wish they were, because that would be awesome. But they might be creatures that fit that realm, that fit that size.
We'll see, man. It's gonna be nice. shout out to H2O Jen. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice year, man. I'm really excited to see what everybody brings, and it it this year really sets the bar for how you spend and what you spend on, man. So I think next year will be interesting because you it, it- because so much stuff came out this year. Next year, I feel like will even allow you to probably cherry pick even more because
Yeah.
you have to look at what you've already got and go, okay, what have they really not made? And there's not a lot of stuff in the can that could just come out in waves, right? It's like, oh, they made figure after figure after figure. So next year, I think it'll be like smaller purchases of like one-offs, right? Because it won't be,
Yeah.
but that's also good too. It's like the timing's right. The timing's really right for how they can do it.
Not to jump on my Savage Crucial bandwagon again yet. Not that not that I follow that
That's a
company
good
or any of
bandwagon,
their
though.
stuff. It's not a bandwagon. I am fully on board of that thing. But it's
Well,
like
Trey,
their game plan going forward. They're going to be dropping. They've got two full waves in the
Mm-hmm.
can. In production, ready to be shipped out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got your barbarians and your paranoids, and then they've got a fourth. The dwarves and delvers, I believe. But they're, just like Rob was saying, their game plan going forward is they're going to reduce the size of their waves,
Yes.
but by doing that, collectors can cherry pick things. Say, well,
Exactly.
I like those two, or I don't like those two. Let me wait 2 months, a couple months for the next one to drop.
Yep.
And by doing the couple figures and then the specialty figures, like you said, the off ones, the Elric, the albino,
Mm-hmm.
these one shotters, and they've got a ton of one shotters in the pipe.
That's good.
They could drop 6 waves next year.
Yeah, but
if
they're
they go
not
by the
just
whole 2
overwhelmed.
months. And I'm waiting to see how many companies decide to jump on that bandwagon.
Right. Well, Marvel's gonna do or Hasbro's gonna do the same shit they always do because they think
Hasbro's gonna be Hasbroing.
Yeah, they're here. Bleh, 7 redos. Here you go. Enjoy. Oh wait, we added a thing to that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything, but we added it to it, so it adds value. No. But
Oh, and shout out, man! It's almost birthday today. Shout out.
so it's these newer companies that are coming in with these innovations
Mm-hmm.
that I think are really going to scare and drive the older companies into, really second guessing how they're doing shit.
I hope it does.
And that's just going to play to our benefit.
Yeah, I hope it does, man. It's
So,
needed. Like it's needed.
Yeah.
The shakeup is needed, man. We needed this shakeup. We needed these third parties and these knockoffs and stuff like. We needed that shakeup. It's beautiful.
And the Axie Toys dropping a damn Spartan Triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I mean, damn.
Hey, man.
Damn.
It's like I said, man. I'm glad we're getting this shakeup. So it really is healthy to the community because as a consumer, you don't want a monopoly.
No, because then they just price gouge you all day long.
Exactly. You want choice. You want to be able to.
Like I hate to say it, how we've allowed companies to do is for, just listening to the chatter amongst the community.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've kind of helped create this monster because in the beginning, that's all we had.
That's right.
In the beginning, now that our eyes are kind of getting open to these other options.
Yep.
Shoes on the other foot now. So now it's time for the companies to step up and say, "Hey, we got to get these guys back in our stable."
Yep.
We'll see how many listen. I mean, obviously, Toddy Mac's listening.
Yeah, he is, dude. If he's doing removal faceplates, he's coming with the goods now. He's changing it up, and that's smart. What up, Skelly?
So
Skelly.
What's up,
it's just a matter. It's just a matter of time, and whether it happens, you know, in the next year or two, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. If I got to say though, if they wait 10 years to do any changes, Hasbro's done.
Oh
You're,
yeah,
you're right,
they're gonna
Thor.
go the way.
They're going to be
look like
GI
Sears
Joe
and
and
Roebuck,
Transformer.
man.
That's it.
They're gonna look
What,
like
what do you
Sears and
think?
Roebuck.
What do you think Hasbro could bring out and say, you know what, it's gonna stay, it's here to stay, or like what do you think they're gonna bring out something that they haven't brought out, or something that's gonna make you think that you're gonna stay with the line?
Well, it's not really them bringing out something. It's about it's kind of going to, and I'll just borrow from Anthony Customs because I watch his show religiously. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Um, just stop half measuring this shit, man.
Yep.
Like if you release a figure, release it with the accessories, release it with fully painted. Release if Hasbro just did those small things, they would be back in the map. If they just painted the front and the back of the figure, if they sculpted the figure, if they brought extra head sculpts or extra hands, they would be in the map. But all this half-ass shit, man, it's not cutting it. It doesn't cut it. It
Yeah,
just
'cause I
doesn't.
mean, they do it with figures. They did it with the Wolverines. They did it with the Deadpools.
Yep.
You know, and there's about a half dozen other figures that they've done. They've given you the Black Widow pack.
Yeah,
You know, where are the packs like that?
exactly. That should
You
be every
have the
figure.
ability.
Every
Exactly.
figure should look like that coming from Hasbro with as much money as they have. And if they did that, everybody'd be chill. We'd be good. But they
Because
don't.
they did that with the Deadpool re-release of the movie, which was the exact same Deadpool from the
As the
first,
85th anniversary. Yeah.
the
Yep.
exact same one. And I got the 2-pack with
Negasonic. Yeah.
Megasonic Teenage Warhead, and it's the same exact action figure with the same accessories and the same unicorn, dude.
Yep.
And I
They just
guarantee
changed some
you,
paint.
they released the Wolverine the way they did was so a couple months down the road they can be like, oh, here's a new Wolverine figure, sleeveless with a slightly different head sculpt.
Yeah.
Which like you could have gave us extra arms to begin with.
They could have just
First
did it.
release.
And all they're going to do with the head sculpt is take the one that they had with the with Headpool.
That's
Yep.
exactly what they're going to
That's
do.
it.
Right?
They're going to say, we're going to take this, put it in here, put this, and this. Oh, look, it's a brand new. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's so
Get the
it's
fuck outta
lazy,
here.
man.
Yeah.
It's just if they did that small detail, they would be because and again, I don't collect much McFarlane at all, but he's adding wired tapes, he's
Yep.
adding face swap plates, he's doing like you have
He's-
to evolve, man. You can't.
He's adding more than 2 hands.
Yeah, you have to evolve, man. You can't keep doing this. They're just lazy, bro. So they're lazy. That it's gonna count against them very soon. I would say in a couple of years, if they keep doing that bullshit, it's just not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Because every year we're getting more and more of their figures at Ollie's and Rock. Every year we're getting more.
Every year and faster.
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 Yeah, exactly.
Faster
Ray.
turnaround rate.
Faster.
I mean, when they drop and then 2 months later you see them in Ollie's,
come on, that's not good.
oh, that should be a sign.
Not
When
good.
was-
And then
when was the Iron Man line-
NECA's. Go ahead.
When was the Iron Man line released? It was like released what, like in April, May?
It was later than that.
Later than that, yeah.
You know, like
There were some figures that
$6.99, dude. Like the retro 1990s Iron Man.
Yeah,
like
probably Rock.
Mango.
Yeah, that was like August.
He was already at Ross, dude.
Yep.
Like you know you're doing something bad if it's that fast.
Yeah, there was stuff that dropped in August that you found in Ollie's like in October.
Mm-hmm.
But NECA's another one. You know, they're the way they treated their customers with that whole debacle, and I guess people that got screwed out of it or that are now receiving their figure or their diodes, they're receiving them opened
Oh, geez.
already. They didn't even take the time to retake the shit.
Wow.
It's opened.
Wow.
Now, again, grain of salt. It could be people just trolling the internet, but when you have a debacle like that, and everybody's bitching about it, and you get multiple people saying, hey, you know, I got my stuff and it's not even packed the way it should be packed from, you know, for a new product to get to me.
That's sad.
And then when they did their mystery boxes, which some of their mystery boxes, the stuff in there was, you know, stuff that I would, you know, normally buy, but it's also a bunch of instead of them taking their shit to Ollie's, they're doing these mystery boxes to get rid of their peg warmers.
Yeah.
And say, oh, hey, here you go. I mean, which honestly is a great deal if you're into that line, but if you're kind of those scalpers trying to buy that shit, say, oh, I'm going to get these. I'm going to be able to flip this for like, you know, $300 or $400 more than what I paid for it. No, man, because I can go down the road and get that same figure you got for half the price of what you're trying to sell it for.
Exactly.
So it's these big companies are taking hits, and they're taking hit after hit after hit this year.
Because they're too stubborn to learn. You know, they're too stubborn to learn. But hey, man, oh well, they got to find out the hard way. They got to find out the hard way. But, you know.
Yeah, and what is it with these, like, some figures you'll see at certain stores, but then you won't see them with others, and then some cities will get in and some don't. Like that
exclusives.
Like the black suit Spider-Man. I never got to see it, bro. Never got to see it. I haven't even seen a Venom at all anywhere, nowhere. The only
I think it's a regional thing.
And then like the only Venoms I do see are like online, and they're like over $80, $90, sometimes even $100.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the black suit Spider-Man, the Marvel one, that was one of the first figures I picked up. I found them at Walmart for like $17.
Wow.
Oh, dope.
So he was one of the first figures I picked up. Like, I'm guessing that's when he first dropped too. So because that was damn near 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird and very odd, especially, again, going back to the Walmart. Instead of Walmart dropping it to Ollie's, they'll just drop in their clearance section for, you know, for 2 months for maybe $5 off, and then $10 off, and then soon you're finding, hey, just take this, please. Here, $5 figure, go get it off our shelves. It's like that salmon Twitch I found. You know, that was what, a $40 set when it first dropped. I picked it up for $15.
Damn.
So I mean, and a lot of the NECA Turtle, the movie Turtle ones, they do that with.
Yeah.
They'll sit there for 3 months, and then they'll move it over to clearance for, like, they'll start it at 25, and then they'll do the 20, and then I wait long enough, and if nobody buys it because nobody collects toys in my area like I do, I get it for 15.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I don't think I ever saw those turtles go below 35, dude.
Which one?
The turtle sets.
Oh yeah. Like they had that 4-pack, the black and white, the BST one, right? The BST 4-pack. It was $100 pack when it came out.
Yep.
Yeah, I found it for 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up because I wasn't collecting them at the time, but yeah. Oh, but the one set, the Kino and the foot soldier set with the punching bag, $20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, send me that price thing, so when I go to Walmart, because I go to this Walmart over here that's a little bit closer to my job, and it's still on for like 44, 45.
Price man. Yeah.
Okay.
Telling you, man.
Like, hey, but you have it over here in Georgia.
Well, that's Georgia.
Telling you, but we'll see.
I think it's a regional thing too.
It is.
They'll send certain batches of certain figures out to the different regions, just to make the scarcity seem like it's real.
That's right.
You know, but all of us living all across the world, all across the country. Hey, man, do you find this? Yeah, man, here you go. You ain't got to worry about that. Just reach out to us. One of us will probably be able to find it.
That's true.
Oh, right. Now that you say that, if any of you guys want this DJ, he's at my local GameStop. It's called Game Over. They have like 16 of these guys.
Yeah.
Dude, like all of my GameStops around me suck. Like they
Yeah,
don't
mine
ever
too.
do anything.
They don't get nothing new, really.
Dude, you know what I've noticed that GameStop is not getting a lot of action figures anymore for some reason.
Mm,
And there's two that were near me that have closed down.
damn.
I've heard they've been
GameStop taking
hurt.
hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
GameStop's been taking hits
Yeah.
because they overprice their shit.
They do
It's
overprice.
plain and
So,
simple. They overprice their stuff. Because
Online
there's a
stuff.
GameStop right next to my Walmart. There's a GameStop right next to a Walmart.
right.
You can go to GameStop, see the same figure for like 35. Go over to Walmart and find it for 20,
That's crazy.
25. And that's the retail, you know?
Yeah.
And GameStop's like bumping everything up $10 just to try to make that extra buck.
Yeah.
And oh, it's exclusive. No, man, I saw it over there. It's not exclusive. So it's a dangerous game that they're starting to play because they've gotten so conditioned to us saying, "Oh yeah, sure, we're going to buy them. We're going to pre-order. We're going to buy like 20 or 30 of them."
Yeah.
And now it's, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
We'll wait. You know,
Yeah.
we'll wait a couple months. It's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm,
So I mean, I think the only figures, in my opinion, the only figures worth pre-ordering now, honestly, are like the mythics, the savages, the ones where those pre-order prices are, $10 to $20 cheaper than what you're going to find
Right.
them for retail.
right.
So that's the advantage. I mean, granted, they've started doing these payment plans, and that's going to make a lot more people say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have to drop all that at once.
Yeah.
I can wait a couple years to get those figures then."
Yeah.
Or I can wait a few months to get those figures in. Here you go.
No, you're right.
Or drop in whole waves for the price of one figure of these other companies. You're
Right.
getting 5 to 7 figures in accessory packs for the same price as like what 2 figures over here. No, I'm good. I want to go over here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's changing up. Man. I'm telling you.
Because
Before
I've noticed Mythic Legions have dropped their whole wave prices too.
Oh yeah, it's changed because they have to see these guys are figuring out how to compete. It's just the big guys that aren't figuring that shit out yet.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we'll see. Next year is gonna be. I'm telling you, next year is gonna be very interesting how people purchase what they purchase because it's not going to go the way I think some of these larger companies think it's going to go.
No. I think you mentioned it, either you or Blitz mentioned it before, that another aspect of why these bigger companies have gotten so comfortable with all this shit is because these big box stores are buying everything in large bulk. So they're getting their money for these figures.
They are.
And it's the big box stores that are paying the price. So when are these big box stores going to get the hint, say, hey, this doesn't sell anymore. We're good.
Well,
We're not going to order from anymore.
I think some of them are because, like I said, if I go in a Target or Walmart now, I don't really see much new shit. It's like because everybody's ordering online. They don't give a shit.
But they're cutting their own throats too because when they put their stuff up online, the big box stores, when they put like Walmart and Target are both bad for this. They're using third party sources to fill those orders.
They are.
So not only are they outpricing themselves there, they're also having to pay these third parties to get these figures.
That's right.
And that's just jumping that the price of that figure up again.
That's right.
So nobody's going to want to buy. And they're stuck in the same rut as they were before. They're paying whatever wholesale cost it is for these figures.
Yeah. And
they're not even able to get that because they're outpricing themselves against everybody else in the market.
Exactly.
Plastic, bro.
Yeah.
Before we slide, I know Raven talked about some stuff, must-haves that are coming. What other than a fucking dragon, can you name one thing that you're excited that you think will come out next year? Green?
Something I'm excited. Yeah.
One thing.
God, there's so many. All right. One thing. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. Figma is doing a Ganondorf figure from Legend of Zelda.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
They are doing that.
I've got to have that. Like that's a day one for me. My league
Nice.
needs a proper villain to fight.
This is
Yeah.
You know what? I went to this Toy Joy shop maybe like a couple of weeks ago, and they had that one. That's the goblin looking big guy from Zelda, the evil dude.
Oh,
I
Oh,
think he was
shit.
like eating
what
something.
line?
I can't remember, but it was one of those Japanese boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Kind of
sick.
like it wasn't
Now,
SH. I don't think it was SH, but it was like it was similar to that.
Hmm.
I think it was like 90 bucks. I'm gonna go check tomorrow again. No,
Does Mofex do one?
no, I don't think it's a Mossface. I think it's like the same one that does Attack on Titan.
I don't know
Let's
that
see.
one.
Well, I gotta go back. I'll go back tomorrow. I'll send you a picture.
Ah,
If it's still
Bruce fan. Yeah, that would be sick. But yeah, I
Raven?
need a Ganon.
there.
Hold on.
What's one thing you're looking to? Again, one thing. What one item you're looking?
I don't know. I've kind of pigeonholed myself into 3 lines next year. That's it. And I've kind of stuck to that already. Outside of like whatever pre-orders I have, the only things I'm looking forward to are whatever Godzilla hype drops,
Okay.
whatever Savage drops,
Okay.
and then figure obscures. Whatever
Nice.
figure obscures, I want to see what the next figure obscure is.
Nice.
I'm hoping that they continue on this journey into different realms, like they did with the Egyptian gods,
Yeah.
like they did with Frankenstein. Christmas seems to be kind of set, from what they've said. We're going to get the ghosts. Hopefully we get a Scrooge. But I'd like to see them delve into either one. Savage has Savage has a plan to kind of fill a hole that we all have to kind of search and dig for, especially with the Joes, with like companion figures,
Right.
companion animal figures, companion, just fully articulated figures that can go along with whatever character you have, outside of the basic horses, outside of steeds, like packs of dogs, packs of lizards, packs of raptors, whatever, because these are all figures that, to kind of complete our vision with some of our lines, we have to steal from like G.I. Joe line has great animal figures. They have amazing animal figures. So I'll go to there, grab those figures just for the animals.
Right.
And then those can go into whatever shot I'm taking. So they from what I understand, they've kind of got a plan in place to explore that avenue to fill that gap.
Nice.
And then the figure obscura, I want to see them, maybe some Greek gods,
Right.
maybe some Celtic gods, maybe some Norse gods.
Right.
Give us something along those lines. I mean, those Egyptian figures are great. Loved them. Give us those 3.0 bodies on your next figure obscura as well. Don't just, hoard that with your mythics.
Right.
Start spreading that out.
Shared love.
Right.
And, I'm kind of excited to see where they go with that. Both those guys, wherever Savage or Mythic goes next year, those are the 2 things that I'm looking forward to seeing how they expand outside the dragon, because everybody loves the dragon, got it. But I want to see where they go with their mainline stuff.
Now pick one figure that's coming that pick one.
Pick one?
Yeah, one figure that you're ready to get your hands on.
That Ghidorah.
Okay, Ghidorah.
I've been waiting for a good Ghidorah for a while, and a good classic Ghidorah. I want that Ghidorah.
All right.
So he is probably my most anticipated, just for not only nostalgia, but for photos, for completing, a battle with my Godzilla figures. That is
nice.
The main bad guy that I've always seen.
All right.
So
Vico, what's one figure that you want to get your hands just coming?
Oh, dude, definitely the Jada Street Fighter line. I want the whole set, dude. I need
one.
One. Did you know it's coming that you want your hands on?
Not Jada Toys.
Or it doesn't have to. I mean, if you which like it could be the Blanca. Is it like just one thing?
Oh, dude, I want to say Sagat, but also I want I want to see how that Vega is, bro.
Yeah, Vega will be sick.
Yeah.
Vega will be sick. We haven't seen him yet, so I'm thinking of figure that you've seen. That you
Yeah, he was on the San Diego Comic Con.
Is he at the?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, they had all 19 out there.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That one, and outside of Jada, I think. Okay, so like if I was in the fiddle and I can't afford my economy right now, I would definitely get that Vega regardless.
Right.
But other than that, I think I'm hoping for an Archilo or any other Lantern line from McFarlane.
Nice. All right. That's good.
Hopefully he'll get the one that I really want him to drop is Larfleeze,
Larfleeze would be dope.
the Orange Lantern.
Yep.
That's my favorite Lantern villain. Hopefully, if you're listening, McFarlane, come on, man, you got to.
Tell you the Italian. For me, the one figure I am most okay. So in the chat, Jedi threw up one figure. He just says the Frenzetta Conan. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Keeping in the theme of Jedi Jack, the figure I am most anticipating to get my hands on, that's not a dragon. It's a mythically just bear. I want the fucking grizzly bear. I want a grizzly bear. The grizzly bear is going to be
only 2 more years, man. You only got to wait 2 more years.
Yeah. I think next year.
No, he's supposedly he's supposed to be the in between October and December.
That's why I figured. Like
So,
October,
yeah.
December, we'll get the
Because they got Necrominus, then they got All Stars directly after that, then the Cosmic, then of course All Stars. No, and then the Red Suns one.
Yeah.
I can totally see a shot like in the snow with a grizzly bear and Wolverine.
Dude, thank you, Vico. That bear, man. I can't wait, dude. That bear's gonna be dope. But thanks everybody tonight, man. We had a lot of people in the chat. Appreciate everybody coming tonight, showing up, talking about the list, talking about what they enjoyed getting this year. It might be harder next year because it might not be as many things to choose from. It might be a tighter list, but appreciate
quality over quantity.
Exactly. But shout out to Green and Blitz for making the list this year, man. They came up with some brilliant stuff. And it's just been a good year, man. It's been a great year for collecting, taking shots, and just fellowshipping. The fellows meeting each other for the first time, man. It's been an amazing year. So next year, let's make it even better, man. Let's do it better, man. Major shout out to the brother AB in the house.
AB, the man himself.
I have no idea when half of the shows are coming back next year, but I'm sure we will start finding out when everybody's coming back on. So not even going to try and be Blitz and give a spill because we don't know what we're doing. But look out for stuff. Once the new year starts, the shows will start dropping and start coming back. I know for people like Raven, he's got a couple things cooking and he's going to be blowing up. So it's coming, man. Get ready for that. Shout outs to Samurai Chris again for birthday brother. Early shout out to Raven, birthday brother coming. So who's doing their thing, and yeah, man, we're looking forward to this stuff in next year. And I think that I just think that like this year was really awesome to allow us to do the cherry picking, to explore like third parties, to explore knockoffs, to explore other methods of buying figures. different dioramas, different diorama makers. All it was just a good year, man. People were customizing this year and doing a bunch of fun stuff. So yeah, man, it's going to be good next year. I think the community is just growing, getting healthier, and people are just having more and more fun in it as we can tell. And I can tell people are having a lot of fun in it because you could tell by the level of shots that everybody's generating day by day. Man. People are getting the skill levels are just getting crazy out here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. So next year, let's keep it running. Let's keep it going. Everybody enjoy your holidays. Have safe holidays. Have joyful and cheerful holidays. And one more question to the fellas before we leave. Um, since it's kind of Christmas for us every day, Raven, do you got anything that's coming for Christmas? That you like one item that you already know about, or you don't know about, or you think you might get? That's your
Two more of these.
That's Raven's Christmas gift that came right on time. Green,
Two more of those.
Christmas. What was what felt like your Christmas gift that came right before when we got a couple days left? What was your Christmas?
Well, I did just get this yesterday.
Yeah,
That's an early Christmas gift to myself.
Christmas. Yeah.
But no, I don't have anything expected.
All right. But that's a great Christmas gift right there. Both of their Christmas gifts so far have been excellent. Vico, what was you got? What was the
I know, man. If I find that Hal Jordan, like he's on Amazon right now for 24, but I'm not gonna get him. But if I do find him at Walmart or anywhere, I'm definitely gonna get it.
You think
But,
what is the 22nd? You think you'll find him in 3 days?
I know. I have to go to Walmart tomorrow, but hopefully he's not there, bro. Other than that, I'll be good. I'm fairly happy that I just happened to find this spawn, and I think that's it.
Look, man, we're putting the good mojo out there for you. So if you pop up tomorrow or the next day with that fucking Hal Jordan, we're gonna be cracking our asses off.
He's got that metallic paint job on him, dude, and he looks freaking amazing. But
there you go. Nah, man, it's been great. My Christmas gift is Jones, man. Jones, he came right on time. He came right on time. So Jones, you did it. Again, thanks again, brothers, for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
Appreciate you fellas. Nothing but love and enjoy your family time, enjoy your Christmas, and Happy New Year's, and just have some fun, man. Do some stuff. Take some shots. Do your thing. You guys got shots planned out?
Hell yeah.
Got some shots planned out?
Works.
I got some Street Fighter shots coming out. Dude, you know what, though? I hope you find a round, big boulder or rock where you can put Indiana Jones outside.
Yes.
Well, hey, the cheapest way for me to do it is just go to Michael's and get one of those foam balls and just paint it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that too.
Just paint it. Yep.
Yeah.
Make it up. That'd be dope. But we'll see. I mean, my plans next year is I got a couple of customized things I'm gonna make. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what custom I'm gonna make. Real shortly. I've been piecing her together, but I'm going to make a kit bass somewhat custom next year. I'll just give you a sneak peek.
Laura Croft, Tomb Raider.
Yes, sir. He's on the way, making it happen. We'll see. We're gonna see how it turns out.
Oh, what's a good picture? What's her name? The character that played Ahsoka, but her figure was from the Daredevil line with Luke Cage. What was the name? The nurse. That would be a great episode.
Yeah.
Rosario.
Rosario Dawson, yeah.
But we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good year. We're gonna make it happen. But other than that, Green, you got anything before we shut it down?
No, I just want to thank everybody again for joining. Always a pleasure having family with us. And just want to thank you guys, for everything that y'all have done for me this past year. You guys have definitely become brothers, have become family, blood, and it's been an honor and a blessing this year. And look forward to many more with you guys and meeting all of y'all again at Legion's Con.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Raven, any last things before we jump?
Let's get ready for next year.
He's like, let's do it. Vico.
Dude, I just want to say it's been an honor following you guys, meeting you guys, everything. This year has been freaking amazing. Just stay true to yourself. Love everyone that's around you. Appreciate everyone that's around you because you never know when they're going to leave or, go on to a life. Love everything you do. Everything you do it 100. Regardless if you don't want to do it, make yourself love it because that's the only way to live, man. You got to love it, man. Even if you don't love it, just give it 100%.
On that note, ain't too much we can follow up with that. That was dope. As we say. Green, you want to do us the honors for the lazy?
Well, last one of the year.
Love you,
Merry Christmas, boys.
Love you guys.
Peace out, bro.
Good night, everyone.